Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, while we're doing a soft opening here, I hope Laura is okay. She's just a minor illness.
I'm understanding bronchitis. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's
So I think
given that it could be, I see spikes. It worries me.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
And
But
people who are like young and healthy, like too, it's
yeah, we'll see.
always a
We'll
bit
see. I mean,
concerning.
look, I think that's
But
probably
I'm glad that she's roughly okay.
yeah.
And hopefully, I'm looking forward to when she's on with you. So
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
that'll
Well,
be that'll be great.
yeah.
I'm no fill-in really.
I mean,
I mean, I
I'm
enjoy
the host, and
stepping
I'm not a
down.
fill-in either, man. I just that's the bottom line.
You're the host. What are you talking
I
about,
mean, I would
David?
be.
There is no sandwich show without Davy.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's a fair point. Thank you. But 100%. Well, I mean, I think the thing is, I'm really bummed about all the music Twitch folks right now because the new VOD rule, or I don't know if it's a new VOD rule or just they just started enforcing it, but that sucks. Like,
Well, it's the first time that Twitch has come out and given a definite answer on
right,
what
right.
they can do.
I've
They've
kind of
said
wondered about
that
it forever.
don't have it in the VODs, just don't have it, just don't have it.
Yeah.
The problem is that they failed in this and last time to take into account the music community. And from what I understand, there is a music head guy. I have seen some of the staff and channels, and I've kind of asked them, and I haven't really gotten an answer. But what I gather from them is that they tried, and it just wasn't working out. So until they can come up with a long-term legal solution, this is kind of where we're at.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
I think eventually what'll happen is they'll go into some sort of mode like YouTube does, where like they'll just automatically take it and give it to somebody else. The problem is that it's all ad money that you get later on, and subscription money. That they just take the ad money away. With Twitch, they have the subs, they have bits, they have everything else, and it's difficult to separate what should be given and taken away.
Yeah.
Deal. I think that's what's the hold up.
It's a difficult situation, and it's interesting.
It's definitely bummed out because a lot of music streamers really depend on the VODs. Especially, I feel bad for those who have all those originals, like mostly originals, or they do 50-50, and they're putting out new songs or something, and now there's no VOD for me to go back and see that original they did.
Well, I think that's where YouTube is going to play a big role, and I'll get into a little bit once we start officially.
Yeah,
but
more money on YouTube anyway, and I'm waiting for everybody to start jumping ship over there. To be honest,
I wonder, right?
There.
I will share that this is kind of like secret stuff, but so everyone's going to see it on the VOD. But I have the means to be able to convert this to a YouTube show if I need to. So all it would take would be a different streaming key. And I have the account already. Like I have a YouTube channel already for the Davy's Eating Sandwich Show, so it's already there. In fact, our VODs up to this point are already there.
And I believe, I don't know if one of them, I don't know if it's Elements or Labs. One of them, you literally just click the button between the two. It might be both. Like you can put
it's the reason I could technically do both of them now, but it's just that restreaming is very ethically frowned upon by Twitch. Thus, I do not do so. But
you're affiliate, right?
Not yet. I'm 2 followers away, but it's very exciting that I'm this close.
Aaron, I see Aaron's in here.
Aaron's here. Hey, Aaron.
We gotta get somebody. Aaron, find 2 people. Let's get this man affiliate.
Let's do that. Let's
He's
get that.
Be a Twitch guy. Let's make him an official Twitch guy.
Yeah. So maybe the chopped cheese sandwich topic will be. I'm going to talk about chopped cheese sandwiches tonight. Maybe that'll get people to follow.
I'm all over that. I also have a wonderful question to share with everybody.
Ooh.
We get lots of people in here.
I don't think we should waste.
Take on this. I think it's a hot topic.
Love it.
I think they're gonna love it. It is sandwich related, so
Oh, this is
I'm
good.
very excited to share that with
This
you,
is
David.
good. All right. I don't think there's any more. Yeah, and Aaron says I've never heard of Chop Cheese, and literally I've never heard of them either until yesterday when I talked with another friend of mine from New Jersey. That's the first time, literally yesterday, I heard about this. This is why I am so excited that Swimmy has been able to fill in, and let's just start this. We got so much juice. I can't wait. Let's do it.
All right. Yeah, let's do it, Davey. Let's start us off.
Let's
Let's
do
get some
it.
announcements in here.
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready.
I got my tea. I'm all good.
Love it. Love it.
I got a haircut just for the occasion.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I didn't even do that for my own stream.
Oh, that's good. Good.
You know what the best part is? I got done. I was telling my stream like, "Oh, I'm so tired," and they just looked at me and they go, "Yeah, you do look really tired." Thanks, guys.
That's funny. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome again to this program, to Sandwich Show. It's really great to have you all here. We had a lot of new followers in the last week. I'm so excited. I need to give a couple shout outs before we begin our program, and then and some best wishes as well. But let's start with the shout outs because I missed them on Thursday when I was streaming Mappy. A lot of people are streaming like games like Gershwin and Fallout. I'm streaming Mappy. But I enjoyed streaming Mappy. I thought it was cool to do something different. So first, I'm so sorry I didn't do this on Thursday. However, I realized that I know why. It's because you cannot play Mappy on the keyboard and do shout outs at the same time. Well, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it. She said the Mappy stream was a great time. And I had a lot of fun playing the game. More of that to come.
Oh, it's always good. I love Classic Arcade. Do more.
Love it. On it. Will do. In fact, the next one, we'll get to this. But first, let's go shout out the Brookstone Bards. We have to. I mean, they're awesome. They were almost all of them were in the chat on Thursday. I thought that you saw that too. Well, let me introduce our guest first, and he would be our friend TurboSwim back with us. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hey, how's it going, Swimmy?
Hey, it's going well. How's everything going with you, Davey?
Oh, it's going pretty well. I do want to make another point. So we were scheduled to have Laura Wiley here on the program to talk about food and Disney and all sorts of things and the Broadway things and musical theater things and all sorts of cool things like that. But she's under the weather, and so I just want to send get well soon wishes to Ms. Laura Wiley out there. And it sucks to be sick. It's not fun. So I just wanted to make that out the top. Hope you get well soon. And we will. And
I'm sorry I had to be the replacement.
Yeah. That's all good. No, but look, but the upshot of it is it's an opportunity, and we should be good. We're working on a replacement date, and tentatively we have scheduled Monday to redo that show. So now, how do you assess a sandwich of the week when you have an extra show? I will get to that. We're gonna get to that in a few minutes, but very excited though. I didn't hear. What was that?
I said I think we need a sandwich and a half this week.
Sandwich and a half? Yeah, I was thinking like the half sandwich of the week. It would have been pretty fun.
You could do the open face sandwich of the week.
I can absolutely make whatever I have here is an open face sandwich. So it's like the half of a sandwich, and then the other half, it's like a cliffhanger, and we do it the next week.
You just leave it out on your keyboard all week. just hold up this movie sandwich.
Hey, here's this half sandwich. Oh, that's just gonna be absurd, no doubt. Oh, and Rock the Piano was also there, so I want to shout out to our friend Adam in Chicago, who is Rock the Piano. Very cool channel. Check them out too. Check him out and any of his friends that end up on there as well. I don't know now I know that a lot of these streamers have changed up their schedules, so I should check and see if Mondays are still for matchups and Saturdays are still high octane, but there'll be shows all week. So to make that clear. Who else can I shout out? I'm gonna shout out Erin. No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't have a channel yet, but since Tin Tam was kind enough to show me how to play that, to invite me to play some games with him and his buddies, including Aaron. I didn't see Aaron, but I saw like Sarah and Jade. Let's give a shout out to Tin Tam for organizing the Among Us game. I played it before. I used to play with my cousins, and that's a fun game. So I played that with them for a little bit. You say yeah as if I'll ever have one, says Aaron. I don't rule it out. Don't rule it out. I would never rule anything out. Never say. So, oh, Aaron. Yeah, I know. Aaron said I just missed playing with you, Davey. It's true. I just left, and I noticed on the Discord like the timestamp from when, and then I came back. I'm like, oh, you just came in right after you left. That's so close. Well, I'll be back. Definitely, I'm gonna be back. And Swimmy, if you ever have time to play that with us, that'll be fun because it's kind of like
definitely. If I ever see you guys on, I'm invited. I'll definitely be there.
Super
Sounds
cool.
like fun.
Yeah, it's super cool. So we do have a lot to talk about today. It's going to be a really fun show because this is a really action-packed show. I've got a couple of I have a food fight topic that I think is going to be great. And so, I mean, you had a provocative topic too, which I think will be a good debate in itself. But why don't we start with the topic of the chopped cheese sandwich? And this is really interesting. So I'll give a quick backstory on it, really quick. So I learned about this yesterday, quite literally. I learned about this yesterday. The chopped cheese sandwich was basically formed in a deli in East Harlem, known as the Blue Sky Deli and Grocery. And since that time, it's gotten lore and rap videos and so on, and it's become a real thing in the New York area. And Swimmy, I think the appropriate thing to do here is show people what this looks like. So let me do that. We'll be on screen as we do this. Check this out. So, I've updated my scene.
I'm excited now.
What do you think? There's the guy.
Look at that. Look at that.
It's a beaut. So, the chopped cheese sandwich has it has ground beef, so it's like a burger, and then you chop some American cheese or cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, and then you can add mayonnaise and hot sauce, and it can be on a bun or a crunchy bread. There's a lot going on there. Look how gorgeous that is. I mean,
yeah. It's like a cheeseburger, kind of in its own little world of a sandwich.
Yeah.
You know, like a chopped up cheeseburger in a sandwich form.
Yeah.
I've never seen it actually on a hamburger bun. It's always on like a hard roll or a submarine roll,
right.
Euro roll, hoagie roll, whatever you call it, depending which part of the country you're from.
Yep. Aaron says, so it's basically a burger, but shaped slightly differently. Yeah, I think that's the gist of it. I mean, I think it's probably cheesier because the burger and the cheese are kind of all one thing. I'm going to show you some other examples. So here's another one. Now, that has a little bit too much meat. It should be more cheesy. And I don't know why there are pickles in it. I feel like that is a little bit of taking license. And I'll give you another one. That one, is that like closer to the kind of bread you normally see with that kind of sandwich?
Yeah, I usually see it. It's almost like halfway in between a cheesesteak and a hamburger.
Yeah.
And the wonderful thing is, when it's the meat and the cheese is all chopped up like that, and I think that's why they call it a chopped cheese, you put the mayo down or the hot sauce down on the bottom, and all of the juices and the cheese kind of combined and make this one big sauce like underneath that's just delicious.
Yeah.
When you bite into it.
I'll tell you what, I'm really looking forward to trying one of these pretty soon.
Aaron, I'm gonna pretend you didn't besmirch pickles in front of me.
Oh, Aaron, I don't like pickles.
I love a good pickle. I
love pickles too. But for what it's worth, the sandwich typically does not have pickles. So that's a revision. Like that's a variant. Usually it's just the lettuce and the tomato.
You know, that borders a little bit too much on the hamburger when they start throwing the onions and the pickles. Yeah. I kind of like it to be its own thing.
Yeah, same.
I've only had it a couple of times. It's still not super popular, but they're delicious when I have had them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so intrigued. Like it does seem it's like so close to a cheesesteak, but it's not a cheesesteak, and it's so close to a hamburger, but it's not a hamburger. But then you have hot sauce in it. It's just so fascinating how like it seems like a fairly humbly made. It's not that expensive to get, and it just looks awesome. So,
you know what? It's street food at its finest.
Yeah,
That's what I love about it.
It is so New York. It is just such a New York thing. Like I think it's awesome. Like, do you have them in New Jersey too, or is it just mostly in New York? like New York City?
If it's in New York, there's usually a New Jersey version.
Okay.
It's just a matter if the New Jersey version is like a knockoff or
Yeah.
a high-end take on it. You get both.
Gotcha. Yeah.
They're pretty knockoff-ish in the New Jersey right now, because like traditional places are trying to do it. We're in New York. A lot of the places that were doing it were kind of more like that street, counter style food. I even though like you saw from that one sandwich there, that's a pretty fancy shop. But for the most part, where I've seen them have been like street vendors, places where you go and you're taking out stuff like that. That's where I've seen it more. Here in New Jersey, it's only like a couple of diners and stuff that have it. It's just not the same.
Ah, got it.
You know what I'm saying? It's just not. They try, but it's not quite the same as the one I had in New York.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think the legacy is so deep in Harlem and Uptown. It's like I feel like it's still so regional. Like I feel like it hasn't quite reached the ubiquity level as maybe Shake Shack would have, right? So like that's all over the place now. So I mean, it's still kind of a regional thing. Like I said, I would think that by now, being the foodie that I am, I would have figured out about this. But it's rad that it's like there's still new things coming out, and even if they're just little twists on old things.
Yeah, it's always neat when you find something that you didn't know existed, or a new version of something. It's great. And Aaron, yes, diners are fantastic.
Yeah,
it's a New Jersey thing. I've never really seen it outside this area in like New York and Eastern Pennsylvania. Like there are diners everywhere, 24/7 diners with like short order cooks, and pretty decent food. I've not seen that anywhere else really in the country.
Yep.
Especially down south. Like if it's not Waffle House or IHOP or something like that, they just don't exist.
It's pretty remarkable. Yeah, diners are really definite. We talked about that on our last spot as well. So it's pretty. It's good.
I feel like Florida's got some because of all the people from the Northeast who moved down there, but
Aaron with some real singers. Well,
we did last time I was on. We did go for Waffle House, didn't we?
Yeah, we certainly did. It was a really funny sequence when we were talking about that.
Yeah. And as I recall, Aaron, you had very strong negative opinions.
Yeah, Aaron was not about it, and we talked about how there were a lot of fights started at Waffle House, and even if there wasn't, you could make one. So, there you go. And you can wait. Let's do the other quote. That's Status 12's quote. And you eat all the food with your hands, just like the good old days. Yeah, quote number 1. It's quote 1. I think I got it. Yeah, there you go. That's Aaron. That's Aaron's quote. It says, "There has never been a time that I've been in a Waffle House and someone hasn't tried to kill someone else. The food is fine, but the experience is gonna be a no for me." Oh man!
If that doesn't typify the atmosphere of some fast food and chain places, I don't know what does.
Yeah, I love that, Aaron. Aaron says she wants one of those chopped cheese sandwiches as well, and then she said she wants an actual diner, which is valid because like we talked about like the kind of food there, the Mediterranean food is pretty sweet there as well. So yeah, that's really fun. That really is fun. So
David, do you guys have diners and stuff out on the West Coast there?
Well, probably. I mean, we have like retro kind of diners. Like there's a place called Cafe 50s, which is like a diner. So that's around here in the West Side.
Here we have Nifty 50s.
Oh, you have a 50s one too?
Yeah. It's called Nifty 50s, and they make their own like Five Guys style fries.
Oh,
that's delicious.
You got my
like,
attention.
They make all the ice cream and stuff in house.
Yeah.
And their burgers and everything is also all fresh brought in. So it's like a real 50s style like diner hop.
Yeah. Yeah, the Five Guys fries are just amazing. So if you got it like that's gonna get me to come for sure. And Erin agrees. Ooh, Five Guys, she says in the chat. And it's a solid place.
Some good food there.
Yeah, good stuff. I was saying, I think recently, I thought that the Five Guys fries are like the best fast food fries, the best. Like I think they're better, certainly better than In-N-Out. And now, what would you make? How would you evaluate them versus, say, the crinkles at Shake Shack? Like, where would you land on that?
I'm gonna put Five Guys like at a 9 out of 10, and like the crinkles at like a 7 out of 10.
I think that's how I do it too. Yeah.
The crinkle fries they're pretty good at the Shake
Mhm.
Shacks. But there's something about the Five Guys. I don't know. Maybe it's the board that tells me where my fries came from. Like where my potatoes came from.
Most of the time it's from Idaho,
Like,
right? Like that's the good thing. Yeah.
You know what? I've been in. They've been like from all over the
Oh.
United States. And one time I went in there and it was like, oh, they're from Saskatchewan.
Oh.
And it had like the name of the town. And I was like, I'm like here in, on the shore in New Jersey. I'm like, is that really where these came from? And they were even kind enough to bring out the bag and show me.
Oh, nice. They even showed you the bag. That's legit.
Like the middle of nowhere, Canada. I was like, okay.
Oh,
they
my
did not
goodness.
taste any worse or any better, but maybe that's what maybe I just feel better knowing where my potatoes are from.
I just think it's great. It's just like a seal of authenticity, and the peanut oil I know is going to be a problem for folks with allergies. So that's the only thing that sucks about it. If you have a peanut allergy, then you can't eat them. But if you can, they are unbelievable. They're so good.
I think some of them around here have some sort of option.
Okay.
You can get different oil. I think they have like 2 fryers or something.
Okay, well, that's nice that they offer that.
Shack isn't really all around the country yet, I don't think. Like just recently, like it moved out of the city.
Oh, you mean Shake Shack? Yeah. Shake Shack. I mean, it's in the big
city.
They
actually went out west first. I think they went like from New York to like the West Coast. They opened up some on the West Coast.
That's pretty close, yeah.
Now they're trying to branch out.
Yeah, because I remember Vegas, and then they started a few of them here in LA, and now there's one like really close to me, which is like a couple miles away from where I live. So
you're lucky guy. I think I got to drive about an hour to get to one.
I will say this though, I do think it's a very good burger, but it's kind of expensive. So I'm still gonna take In-N-Out just a little bit over them and the Habit too, because they're not as expensive.
I've never had In-N-Out.
Yeah. Well, I think by the time you get it though, you're gonna be disappointed because it's been talked up so much. Everybody's talking up that place now. So we'll see.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes I want that McDonald's fast food style hamburger,
Yeah. That's true too.
I'm a big fan of Roy Rogers. They got some good hamburgers and chicken.
Oh yeah, I've never been. That's that's closer to where you are, right? Or it's more or less.
Yeah, I think it's mostly northeast.
Yeah.
The best part is they had, Davey, you'll love this. You're gonna love this, Davey, when I explain to you what they had.
Okay.
Their fries used to come in the shape of a gun holster.
Just like Roy Rogers. Yeah.
In the back where you could put it on your belt. So it had the loop to put it on your belt so you could holster fries on your belt.
That is clever. What showmanship.
This awesome. They got rid of it, and you can you could still make it yourself.
Okay.
They still show the little dots, but they got rid of them actually being in there.
Oh.
It killed me a little bit on the inside.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But tell me that's not like an awesome, like really silly thing that especially like if you weren't from the area and like you just go to this random fast food restaurant named after some old guy you don't know.
Yeah.
Like you get this holster fry and you're like, what the hell?
You want to see if I can get that holster? Let me see if I can get a photo of that on our image search.
Yeah, if you
I want to see this. And for those of you tuning in late,
derail the chopped cheese sandwich.
Well, I will. For those of you tuning in late, everybody, this is what we've been talking about to start the show. We were getting into the chopped cheese sandwich. There it is. It's a lot like a hamburger. It's a little bit like a cheesesteak, but it has a little bit of both, and it's really gooey. It's got hot sauce and mayo and lettuce and tomato. It's pretty good. Well, while we do that, now I'm going to look up. I'm not going to do that here. Let's go back to us while I look that up. Yeah. I'll see if I can find the Roy Rogers.
I'm also a fan of the chopped cheese sandwich. It's because it forces people to eat it in the right order. You gotta. People always put all the condiments and all the fun stuff on top of the burger. You gotta put it on the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
I see that.
When you bite in, you're getting all that flavor right on your tongue. You don't want it to waste it all on the top of your mouth. Your palate, you don't want, no.
I see that. Yeah, hey, look at this. Jade's on the chat. Jade, welcome to the show. And kudos to you. And by the way, while you come in, I'm going to show you these holster fries that Swimmy was talking about. Are those the ones?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and you can see in the back they actually have the holes for the belt.
Oh, look at that. I see the belt buckle on the right side. That is cool. You can just put it on your... That is so cool. Shoot him! Wait. What do they usually say? But you just... Yeah, I'm ready. High noon. We're going to shoot off some fries. Love it.
Yeah. Jade, welcome in, by the way.
Welcome in, Jade. And kudos to your stream as well. I am really proud of you getting that up. It's a cool channel. So give a shout out to Jade.
Man bun, I'm liking where that sounds like it's going.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it's a fun thing, isn't it? I like that packaging. You know, it's different.
It is super cool. Like, let's go back to it for a second. I mean, it was really. I mean, I would have a lot of fun with that. It's fries are fries, right? Like, especially from a place like cheap as Roy Rogers, but even says down there Roundup. That's really cool. So you put them in, and he's like, you start doing that little. Let's see if I can do it. Like, you start doing that little walk to the.
Yeah, the Western walk.
Yeah, you do that little step.
Like you've been riding a horse all day.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Reach for the sky. Oh, that cowboy walk is the best. It's so good. Everyone getting haircuts? Oh yeah. So Aaron has noted your haircut, Mr. Swimmy.
Oh yes. I got it just for the show tonight. I'm very excited.
That's exciting. I feel very humbled that you would do a haircut just for me.
I had to look good for you, Dave.
Thank you.
I'm representing the sandwich brand here.
Love it. Oh, the sandwich brand. I love it.
I want to be the chopped cheese sandwich. I don't want to be the hamburger. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Swimmy? I was just thinking if you can organize a trip and get it, I don't know how that'll translate taking it all the way to your house, but if you happen to have one and for a future spot, that would be a good sandwich of the week. Like, instead of me doing it, like, you could just show it to all of us.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. I'll see what I can do. I'm going to search out one of the best places, and I'll get it from one of the best places.
Oh, I'm about it.
It might be cold, but over stream it'll look. I'll throw it in the microwave, make it look hot.
I think that'd be fine. I mean, even if it's a little cold, you're not gonna notice on television, but
I'll see. There might be a place around here that does a really good one.
So Jade, serious props to you. You're on Twitch with us now, so that's really fun. So check out Jade's channel. There it is.
Man, I look amazing. Ooh.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna get me all. Whew.
Oh yeah.
Because of the vapors over here.
And Jade asks, same. Now and Aaron and Jade both want fries too. And Jade says, thank you so much for the shout out. Thank you so much for joining the stream last time. Absolutely. It's a great stream. You had some good drawings going. You just having some fun, singing along some tunes at the same time, asking for us for advice. It's a good channel. It's a good channel. So see an artiste.
The thing about fries is you're like, oh, they're so unhealthy. I don't need to eat fries. And then somebody starts talking about fries, and you're like, I need fries.
Yeah. It comes and goes. Like, you'll be in the mood for it, I think, from time to time. And McDonald's ones are no exception. And they're all, all the good ones. Jade Tile says, true, I did go out of my way to find a good hairstylist because I don't trust myself or anyone around me to cut my hair. Jade.
Yes, me too.
Right on. Yeah. I think I got my first, like, actual regular, like, non-haircut from a family member just, like, last month. Or just this month, I guess. So that's interesting. So that's really great. Let's see. Yeah, more comments. So Aaron says, I haven't had anyone qualified to do mine in, like, a year and a half now. Right. Mm-hmm. Because that's in line with, exactly, yeah. It's tough. Like, you could try to do it yourself, and like you and I, like, we could do our own hair, but it's just not going to be that good. But you've probably seen it, early on in the show. But yeah, I completely agree. Like, it totally makes sense. And Jade says, thank you for the kind words and drawing suggestions too. Yeah, absolutely. So, let's get to our sandwich of the week. We have for you now, as we were talking about, this is going to be a more basic sandwich this time, but it could be part of a two-part exciting season finale, or let's just say not season finale, but let's just two-part episode of Sandwich of the Week. So let's begin with the fanfare. Here we go. It's time for the Sandwich of the Week. And we should be seeing you up here. Where are you at? There you are. I had to get you on there.
It's here for the Sandwich of the Week. I love it.
Sandwich of the Week time.
What was happening and it's in here. That's what I like to see.
And Fitness Gal's joining us on this one. Thank you. Hey, Fitness Gal, welcome in. Welcome in. It's great to see you. Yeah, just in time. Absolutely. So our Sandwich of the Week is a fairly humble one, but I think it's a good one. It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And the distinction on this one, it is on Dave's Killer Bread. And I'll get more into the bread in a little bit, but this is part one of our two-part sandwich. So I don't know if you want to see this. This is kind of disgusting looking from here, but I show it to you anyway. There's the peanut butter side. So that's part one. We'll present part two next Monday. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Yeah.
This time you only get the peanut butter. Next time you get the jelly.
Yeah. So one of the two. So I'll take a nibble of it.
Now, Davy, where do you stand on the jelly type? Is peanut butter and jelly only done with grape jelly, or can you use jams or preserves as well?
That's an excellent question, and the answer is actually in the sandwich. I went with raspberry preserve, so I'm not beholden to a specific type.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are. Some people say it's not jelly if you use a preserve. Not peanut butter and jelly. But I disagree.
You disagree?
Bread you can use with peanut butter, and it's delicious.
Right.
The only thing that doesn't hold true is if you use like a banana. It's not really the same.
I got you. Whoa. Oh, no. See, I am all about the banana. I defend the banana. The banana is an amazing compliment.
It is, but it's not peanut butter and jelly. It's a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that when you put banana in it,
I've heard people be like, any fruit with peanut butter is peanut butter. Well, kind of, but not really.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. So you're saying
I gotta hold out and say I'm not just blanketing it.
Oh, okay. No, I totally get that. You're saying like once you put banana in the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it kind of makes it something else, which yes, I do agree with that. Yeah, but this sandwich is pretty good.
I mean, it's the classic sandwich. You can't beat the peanut butter and jelly it's the most iconic sandwich in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do one more ISO.
Maybe ham and cheese comes close, but
ham and cheese.
Not everybody can have
bologna. But peanut butter and jelly is like the one that really stands out as a go-to. And there's another look at it. Yeah, that looks a lot better all of a sudden. Look at that. So we'll go ahead and take a bite. I'm not bummed at the news about the
I have to say, I'm glad that you're living up to the namesake. It just wouldn't be right if you weren't eating a sandwich.
Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Well, I mean, I that definitely was a big part of the design of the show. I couldn't go on here and be.
The show is just a big construct to enable me to eat more sandwiches.
And besides, Aaron has this cool sign on the corner of the screen, the Sandwich Show sign here. I mean, we're not going to have that and not have a sandwich involved in this program.
Aaron did that? That is delightfully wonderful.
Aaron,
I love it. I love every bit of it.
Aaron, that's a cool sign, for sure. I agree with everything that Swimming just said. And Aaron, and she said, thank you. You're welcome. And Fitness Gal says, I really love that sign you made to Aaron. It's perfect. Aaron said, the show design made my job as a sign designer simple. Yeah, definitely. And that's kind of nice. The nice thing about having a show like this is like the mission statement is fairly concrete. It's like,
Jade, it's funny you should mention, if you don't mind me switching topics here a bit, Davey. You say different food, there shall be a riot, but I got into a very heated debate the other day.
Ooh, it's good.
I even called up a local radio station, a sports talk show, and even got this on the sports talk show.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, because I was that hyped up by the argument. What is the most versatile food? Is it pizza, the sandwich, or pasta?
It's not pasta. That's ridiculous.
Like,
How's that versatile? Do you mean? Well, let me be more specific. It's versatile in the number of ways you can make it. Is that what you were getting at?
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
And I buy into
so
that. Yeah.
the person I was getting an argument with was their point was that like there's a lot you can do with pasta. You got macaroni and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You got spaghetti.
Mm.
So they were including everything in the realm of
Yeah, but you need different types of pasta to fulfill that. Whereas I think you could use the same two pieces of bread and do so many things with a sandwich. So I still think sandwich is the answer.
Yeah. Oh no, Aaron. This is like a mini, like a warm up to the food fight topic.
Yeah,
Davey has also got a wonderful food fight topic.
This is the undercard of the food fight topic. Yeah, the real food fight topic is going to be interesting too. So we'll get to that momentarily.
Yeah, but
it's a great comment.
Yeah, so they were arguing that it was pizza.
Okay, I mean, if you stretch the boundary of what the pizza is, this should be food fight too. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Will be like a second food fight. We're gonna have 2 cards tonight. 2 cards.
Yeah, no, it's a fascinating topic when you actually start thinking about all the different things you could do with pizza. I've seen breakfast pizza. There's Hawaiian pizza.
Mm-hmm.
You can. There's white pizza.
Yep.
Pizza without cheese. This
is such. I don't know what inspired this, but it's a hell of an idea. It's a hell of a comment.
Tuba Dudes.
Hey, Tuba Dudes is on. Oh my goodness, super cool. And 1 second, I just gotta. What was the third one? Pasta.
Pasta.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sold on pasta. It's a lot of. It sits heavy. A lot of carbs that don't add up the same way. Like I know pizza is a lot of carbs too, and so is a sandwich. But like, I don't know. I'm still leaning towards the sandwich, because who doesn't love a good breakfast sandwich? Bacon, egg, and cheese, pork roll, egg, and cheese, ham, egg, and cheese.
Yep. So there's your poll. Tuba, welcome to the show. Welcome aboard. Now, I want to remind you guys that Tuba Dudes will be on the program with us next week on Tuesday at our normal time, Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And we are looking forward to more fun, sandwich fun with our friend Tuba. I'm so happy to hear from him.
Oh, yes.
All right, we're getting some votes. This is getting good. So some people vote sandwich, some people are voting pizza. Do you see the poll on your chat thing?
Yeah, and so the crux of the argument was on the radio was they had to pick one that they could eat. That was what they were stuck eating.
Right.
They could pick one that they could eat occasionally, and the third one they could never have again.
Oh gosh, I mean
they took it and ran. I gotta tell them. But
the tube is on the way to rehearsal. Yeah. Man, it's so cool to see.
Yeah, that way. It's fascinating because I think I would take the sandwich as my main vehicle, the pizza sometimes, and then I think I would just not eat pasta anymore.
It's just funny because like you get the similar question is what's the food that you can if you can only pick one food and you could have for the rest of your life, what would it be? It's a very similar question. But true. It isn't the same question because for me, I think the answer is pizza because I just don't get tired of it. Even as much as I love sandwiches, I will at some point get tired of eating some kind of sandwich for like a day or two. But I don't know.
I think for this argument, we'll include that ramen would be a pasta. Like it's all in the same same group.
If
any noodle will include.
I completely agree with that. I think pasta and ramen and mac and cheese are all part of that. Definitely. 100%. So mine would be pizza.
But it's fascinating because even in the chat here, you can see people all have their own little, like everybody goes all different ways. And it's just fascinating to me.
Oh, Aaron says, gasp, the sandwich man tires of sandwiches? Not often. It's like once a year at the most. Like so. But
I love a good sandwich, but I do tire of sandwiches.
Yeah.
Mostly because I'm not a huge bread guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it just depends on it depends on what's going on that day. But I've really, I tell you what, Swimmy. I'm on Instagram as well, and let me see if this works. I think it works.
Oh, no,
Nah, it doesn't really work.
Oh boy, he's plugging the Instagram.
Instagram. I don't have an Instagram plug.
No, I set him up perfectly for that too.
Yeah. Oh, there. Oh my goodness, bombshell from Aaron. Yeah, I only have a sandwich every once in a while. Whoa. I didn't know that.
Once a year, Davy's
Once a year, Davy. Oh, okay. Tuba, thank you so much. Signal dropping. I'll see you all next week.
All right, Tuba. I look forward to seeing you next
I can't wait to see you, man.
That'll be a lot of fun.
I have a great rest of your week and enjoy your rehearsal as well. I'll catch you soon, yeah?
The thing about this show is you can't not have fun. The topics are lighthearted, and the community and Davy are just so awesome. So you can't not have fun on here,
I appreciate that so much, and I reciprocate that. I mean, all of you guys have been so much fun to talk to, and as I said on a previous show, it's good to put names to faces, and food is always going to be interesting to me, so I'll never get tired of food in general. Maybe I'll get tired of food, but not food altogether. If that ever happens, then I quit. But that will never happen. I feel like this has got so many legs. So, and Jade says, agreed. This show is always a fun time. Aaron says, accurate swims, accurate. Yeah, 100%. This is so much fun. It's so much fun, and it's catching on, and we're even getting people from bigger channels to come in and watch it.
Interesting. I didn't think people would get so many different. I thought the sandwich being the namesake of the show would be touted a little higher, but is what it is.
2 more follows to affiliates is there, and yes, that's correct.
Yeah, we need to get these people in. Where are they?
I don't know. I did put up a note on some of our Discords to get folks into here tonight. So I think that, to be honest with you, I think that's coming. I think usually what happens, we kind of let it percolate, we warm it up a little bit, and then right as you feel like, okay, we got a pretty good show, we'll wrap it up, and then you have like 5 people join the chat, starting on the questions.
Yeah, that is usually how it goes.
It's too fun. So the bread, by the way, just so you know, is Dave's Killer Bread, and this is a 21 grain bread. 21 grains, super cool.
Oof.
That's a lot of grains in a bread, isn't it?
That is a lot.
Yeah. So that was fun to taste too. There was definitely a lot of crunch in that. So
I feel they're like, you know what? Let's make a 20 grain bread. And somebody was like, you know what? Let's up the ante. 21
grains. It is a lot of grains. So Aaron says the first emote has to be the sandwich icon. It's got to be. I 100% agree, and it will be because I have everything set up for it. So it'll be awesome. Imagine raids with that sandwich emote like that. Just sandwiches flying all over the screen.
Yeah, that's gonna be the on-brand thing.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. The grains are legal to drink. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. I mean, so yes, ma'am. Indeed they are. Indeed they are. So, yeah, it is a lot of grains, but it's good for your teeth. Well, it's not good for your teeth, but it's fun to eat anyway. So it's pretty cool. All right, so now it is time for. Let's see. Do I get my piano back for a second? It's time for the candy of the week. Wait, come on. Damn it. There we go.
I love you going for it right now.
Love it. So that's the Candyman theme song, but because of this new stuff with the DMCA and the VODs, I can only play like that part. So the Candyman can't. And our candy of the week this week is Starburst Sour Gummies. There they are. Now, I know that a lot of people like sour worms and sour gummies and things like that. But if you put Starburst and combine them with these gummies, what would it taste like? We're going to find out right now.
I don't know, but it sounds delicious. It sounds delicious. I don't think I've ever had the Starburst versions.
Yeah, neither have I. I mean, they've done different things with Starburst, but this is certainly a first for me. And And by the way, earlier in the chat, Fitness Gal said that peanut butter and jelly is an absolute classic, and I appreciate that sentiment because I agree with it. I agree with that. All right, so this is which one is
It's like
this
a little black dress. Everybody's got to have one.
Right on, yeah. So this is the cherry flavor.
Davey, that didn't sound very convincing. Do you not have a little black dress?
I was gonna say even.
Very political answer. I like it.
Oh man, this is good. Do you, Swimmy?
I do.
Oh, interesting.
I do. Yeah, I might be closer to putting that thing on than I'd like to admit.
No shame in that.
I've made some promises during the stream, so
yeah. Oh, okay.
I just gotta hope. I just gotta hope and pray that
the situation will present itself.
Have to supermodel, model it around.
Oh, you'd rock it. You'd rock it, Swimmy. You would what?
Oh, I'm sure I would.
So I just had the cherry, and Jade Tile says glances to the black dress in my closet. Agreed.
I feel that, Aaron. I feel that.
And Aaron says I have one, but after the quarantine weight gain, I might need a new one. But I have it. Good stuff. Oh, Jade asks, Swimmy, what will it take for you to wear the black dress on stream? Oh, we're zooming into you.
I think right now I promised at 3,500 followers.
That's only 300 more followers. We can do that.
No. I'm at like 34,444.
Oh, it's even closer.
So, yeah, so it's only like 50 or 60 more.
It's even closer.
I was like, I never get there. But then again, I was at like 32 when I started streaming. Mm-hmm. So I have no clue where all these followers came from. Thank you guys, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
But I don't, Jade. I don't think it would actually take that much. If people want to come in and they'll have fun with it, then I will definitely do it. I'm an entertainer at heart.
You definitely are, and we can feel that when you're doing the show. So it goes without saying, we need to give a shout out to you, of course, TurboSwim. So let's do that. Let's see.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, that has to. There it is.
I've been blessed with the follower count, so I think it's 3,500, like another zero on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the orange one. And make sure to go follow TurboSwim. You got to do it. Do it now. Do it right now. Let's get.
If we manage to get someone in a coconut bra pitch, we can get swimming on.
Bingo.
There you
Good
go.
call, Aaron. Listen, if we manage to get someone in a coconut bra on Twitch, we can get Swimmy in an LBD. Yeah.
Like I said, if people show up and watch and have fun, then I am all for it.
Mm-hmm.
I like having fun. I like Twitch should be a little bit of diversion from our everyday. That's my take from it. Whether you're chilling out to music, watching some art, watching somebody play a game, it should be about fun. Nobody comes on the Twitch to be like, oh, what serious problem should I try to tackle today?
Yeah, that's true. Who would go on for that? That would be kind of boring.
I mean, there are some very serious streamers out there, and some of them are very popular, but it's just not what I do, or I don't have that skill set.
Right on. Jade says you can do it.
I'm in a profession where I am kind of all day as a scientist.
All day. Jade Tile says you can do it. We believe in you, Swimmy. You reach your goals. And then Aaron says,
so my whole like thing is kind of based on like reaching your goals and just keep going and keeping a positive attitude. So this is my little saying here.
Oh, is it coming up on the chat? Let's see.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it.
All right, so Swimmy's going to put in something in the chat here for us folks.
Like that's my whole
just
branding.
Keep swimming, just keep swimming, I love that.
And let me tell you, the emotes, not to give out a free plug on Davy's show, but are done by Cataplays.
Ooh.
Here on Twitch. She also did Voice Unmuted's, if you've seen hers. And I told her, like, I just want a fish lifting weights or something like that. And this is what she came up with. So, she just went live.
Oh no
So
way! That's funny.
that's
That's
funny.
awesome.
Yeah, but she knocked it out of the park, and that emote cracks me up every time I see it.
This fish lifting weights. That's so good.
Yeah,
That is such a good
yeah, and
emote.
I also loved. I asked her for a Nemo that wouldn't get me in trouble with the DCMA or anything like that, and she came up with that one, which I also
Oh,
love.
interesting. The DMCA can get on us for emotes too now. Oh, what a
Uh,
beautiful world we live in.
so it's not very likely.
Oh, okay.
If you read the actual Twitch rules and the other things, like if I were just to take a Disney asset and put it on there,
Oh, okay, okay.
they could.
No,
And the
that's
problem
valid.
with that is, it's not like a DCMA like a strike or where
Hmm.
I get an actual like they could actually just suspend my account right out
Yeah.
if they. And Twitch has done that to a couple of people.
Ooh.
That being said, I see all the time where people have used Disney, and
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen all the emotes out there,
Yeah, certainly.
that are just cut and paste straight from like the internet or something like that. So
Yeah, I can. Okay.
I just didn't want to make it exact just in case. You never know what they're going to change.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, well, they can't, Aaron. So that's why
Yeah, Aaron asks, "Can Finding
that's not
Nemo
why
really
he's not
claim all?"
exact.
Yeah. Can
Yeah.
Finding Nemo really claim all clownfish things? And yeah, like you said, not
Yeah,
now, but but you're right.
just in case.
Yeah.
I don't think they're coming after small streamer swimming who's got 5 people in his chat, but you never know. You never know.
And eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich in the middle of the show, probably not. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Is that a copyrighted sandwich, Davey?
Okay, that's a great question. Look at that. That's I bought it. It is a copyrighted sandwich. It's my license. However, I have the ability to pay a little bit, like actually a lot bit more, to make it an exclusive to my brand. So it's technically not, but I have license to it. Yes, but theoretically, someone else could use the sandwich somewhere in the universe. But for $100-something, I could make it like 100% exclusive to my channel. So
Okay,
might be worth it.
You know what? I might have to pay for some of the licensing fees. I might need to get that sandwich over here.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, but we were just talking about like that would be an awesome emote for future reference. So yeah, I'll think about it. It should be fun. Copyright. Yeah, I know. The legality of this little sandwich icon on the corner of the screen.
Just start paying other streamers to use it. You got an extra slot. Just use this.
Do we now? Aaron says, "Do we now Venmo Davy when we want a PB&J?" That's funny. Nah, you don't have to. I'm not gonna do that to you. But let's look at the poll. Okay, so let me close the poll. Pasta had 2 votes, sandwich had 1, and pizza had 1. It was a very tightly contested poll. Really,
people love pasta. They do.
Yeah.
And especially if you open up to ramen. That I think for a lot of people that kind of makes a huge difference.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't have been so anti-pasta at the beginning of that topic because it actually is, like you're right, like you said, there's a lot of different ways you can go about it. So it's really cool.
Yeah, you can do lasagna. I mean, there are a ton.
Yeah.
But there's a ton you can do with pizza too.
Super cool.
You can even, what's interesting? You could argue that pizza is just an open-faced sandwich.
This has been argued, yeah. I think at some point in my life, I remember this being argued.
I don't agree with it, but you could.
You could. I mean, I'm not.
It's like, is a hot dog a sandwich? It depends how you make it. It is or it isn't.
I've seen arguments for both. In fact, I've seen them on this program.
Davey, you know what my favorite argument is? If you Google this, there is like a hot dog association that like represents like hot dog and bun manufacturers, and they specifically have a whole paragraph, like a whole article on why the hot dog is not a sandwich because it's transcended food and it is its own special thing, and it goes on and on about how hot dogs are not sandwiches.
It's so big that it's become its own thing. Kind of like, yeah, I can see that.
It might be the HDA. I have no clue exactly what it's called, but it's. I just remember Googling it one time, and it was just hysterical when I came across that article.
Yeah. Aaron, a couple of comments. Jade says, every time we eat a sandwich, the taxes for making it go straight to Davy. I love that. Man, I would make so much money if I did that. If I could do that.
You probably pay a little bit more in taxes though.
Yeah, probably. Oh, I would too, probably. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's not the best idea. Aaron says, to be fair, when I voted, I wasn't thinking of ramen as pasta, even though it is, and it is. But you're right; it doesn't really. It's not the first thing on your mind when you get into pasta. So
Yeah.
it's so much fun. So yeah, that's a really great discussion.
It's an interesting topic.
Yeah.
And it's it's one of those things like if you're in a group of people, and you got a bunch of different cultural and like socioeconomic and backgrounds and and everything, or you just want to know people better. It's a great topic to bring up. And if nothing else, it'll start getting them talking about food, and everybody loves talking about food. It's always a safe topic.
100%. Fun topic, safe topic.
Not so much sandwiches. Everybody wants to talk about sandwiches.
Love it. Yeah, I mean, and the thing about sandwiches, you talk about being versatile. They don't have to just be wheat bread or white bread or that kind of bread. Ice cream sandwiches, Oreo cookies are sandwiches. So, they're 2 cookies on a sandwich.
I'm including that in the sandwiches. That's what I'm saying. It's so versatile. Like you need a dessert, you got ice cream sandwich. You need breakfast, you can have breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, like you did mention the breakfast.
It's a classic lunch food.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's like what makes it really interesting because
Davy, how were this sour gummies? You got to answer Aaron's
Great question. So first off, let's say hello to
full wonderful detail.
100%. First, let's say hi to John in Georgia. John Ninja 1. Hi, John. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Glad you can make it tonight.
That's a clever username there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, so how are these? Well, I'll break it down. I had the cherry first. I love the cherry. Very nice, sour and tart. Really good. And then I had the blue raspberry, and I love those too. And then the last one I had was strawberry. And they all had a real good punch. Like they packed a good punch. I really liked it. I think those were really good choices.
Yeah. Jay brings up a very good point. We need the texture breakdown.
Okay, yeah. So they were very squishy. Like I thought they'd be a little stiffer than they were. I really thought they'd be squishy. They were it's kind of like putty. I was very surprised at how squishy they were. Like it just kind of like it doesn't take much effort just to really compress them. And as far as what it tasted like on the tongue, I mean, you could taste it. Like a lot of times with the sour gummies, you can taste the salt crystals, like fairly evidently on your palate. It was just kind of there. Like it wasn't. I didn't taste the individual crystals, but I did taste the complete aura of the sour gummy taste, and it was good. I really liked it. That you had the contradiction of the sour on the outside and the sweet on the inside. So it executed that very well, even though there was no actual real crust to it.
There is something about Aaron's comment that makes me uncomfortable, even though it's not really an uncomfortable comment.
A soft gummy instead of a stiff gummy?
I don't know why, but
oh
the
my!
Little kid just wants to giggle. Like
that is funny. John, I got you. Couple things. Yeah, why, Aaron? Aaron asked, well, yeah, why? So, because the word stiff, she says? Yeah.
It was a combination of gummy, soft, and stiff all in the same. It's just it's not a trio you expect.
Yeah, those words really came together.
Yeah, and stiff gummy is a bit of an oxymoron in itself.
That's true too. Though
Aaron, everything gets to the 12-year-old in me.
Good times.
I think it's more like between 8 and 10, to be honest.
So let me cue this up again.
They appear to be softer than a Swedish fish, from my perspective.
Yeah, they are soft. They're much softer than Swedish fish. The Swedish fish is definitely get in there, but this is even softer than that. It's even softer than Swedish fish. Yeah. So to review, we'll go backwards. Starburst, very, 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 very soft, gooey almost, very sour, and that's the way I like it. So those are good. Our sandwich of the week today was the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's raspberry preserves and all natural peanut butter that I have to stir myself to get into a butter. And then it's on Dave's Killer 21 grain bread. And we opened the show talking about a couple things. First, we talked about the chopped cheese sandwich in New York City. And it looks a little bit like this, John, if you missed it. There you go.
Oh my gosh, oh, you make me so hungry every time you show that thing.
I know. This is an appetizing sandwich for sure. So there it is. It's a cross between a cheesesteak and a burger, really. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Jade says, to be fair, I would consider peach rings to be on one side of the stiff gummy spectrum, and apparently Starburst gummies fall on the other side of the soft gummy spectrum. And I love peach rings too. Peach rings are awesome. Yeah. Aaron loves them too.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Oh, I could go for some peach rings. Peach rings are one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So yeah, that's what we've done so far. That's our show so far. Thanks for joining us, John. Tell a friend. Definitely tell a friend. Tell our friends from.
Yeah. Tell two friends. Have them go ahead and follow.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be golden.
Yep, I just need 2 followers. Where's that guy on the Justin Neville in Discord that always says, "Hey, this guy's only got 2 followers away from 100 or 5,000." I'd love him. That'd be cool if he was on this channel tonight. But I forgot who his name was. Unfortunately, sorry about that. I should know that. But John says, "I too have never heard of a chopped cheese sandwich until yeah." Yes, indeedy. So. Yeah, I just heard about that yesterday. That's so interesting, the chopped cheese sandwich. I don't know, I was talking with my buddies, also from New Jersey, actually, swimming. Another friend of mine, Jerry, he lives in New Jersey as well. And he was all about it. That's how I found out.
Is he a North Jersey guy?
He would be Central Jersey. So he's kind of closer to, we used to call him Jerry in Piscataway. But now he's like somewhere.
Okay, so he's like a Rutgers kind of.
Yes,
area.
100% a Rutgers guy. Yeah, he's big. He's a big Rutgers guy. I think he went to Rutgers. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like right, Piscataway, New Brunswick, like right on the border of the two towns. So.
Yeah, and one of his best friends is Lou, who I don't know where he lives now. He did live in Hoboken for a while, but he's actually from Freehold, which is also where Bruce Springsteen's from, and that'd be closer to you, right?
Yeah, so Freehold is about 25 minutes north of me by car.
Yeah. And Aaron says, I got you, Davy.
It's not that many miles, like 15 or so.
Yeah. Right on.
For anybody who in the country who doesn't live outside of LA or New York.
For sure. And speaking of you...
times are a little different.
Right. 3 hours is not 3 hours out here. I mean, the time zone is, yeah, 3 hours, like going ahead in time. But in terms of driving, a drive in California is different than a drive in, like, the Northeast, I guess. I guess you guys have traffic, too, though. Don't you guys have gnarly traffic in certain parts of New Jersey?
Yeah. So I've driven all the way across. I've never been in California, but driving across the country. So like New York, Philadelphia, like it's super congested. It could take you an hour to go 2 or 3 miles sometimes. But in the center of the country, like and Tennessee and Florida, like what they call traffic is minor inconvenience here.
Yeah.
Really, like occasionally, if you're near one of the big cities, you'll hit something, but not like just the pure jams for no reason that you'll get here. Also, I think New Jersey might be kind of unique since we're the most densely populated. A lot of times you can't get there from here. You have to go around or over or down the one highway that exists to get places sometimes. So that also backs things up terribly.
Yeah, for sure. And John adds, I grew up in New York. That looked good. You sounded as confused as I did. Yeah, I know, right? It's interesting that you grew up in New York and you also hadn't heard of it. I mean, I don't know if it's a relatively new thing or not, but man, it's a trip. I mean, you learn new things every day. When did you first hear about it, Swimmy?
I don't know, like I want to say the beginning of the pandemic-ish time.
Oh, dude, so it's like barely, not that long ago.
Yeah. No, it's pretty new to me too.
Okay.
And I've only had it a couple of times, but it's an interesting sandwich.
Yeah,
That's
most
for sure.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron, I'm not disagreeing with you. Like there is traffic everywhere, but like in this area, it's pretty constant.
Yeah.
Every morning at 7 o'clock, there is going to be a jam. It's just a matter of is it going to take you 2 hours to get to work that morning or one?
Well, Aaron was
That's
what?
what I mean. Like it's just a little bit different here to drive around than other places.
Yeah. Yeah. I.
Usually, for in other places, like there's a lot of people on the road or there's an accident. Here, sometimes it's just a matter of two or three people driving that poorly that they
Ah.
create miles and miles of traffic jam.
Yeah. I'll say this. And Aaron makes the point also, just as you were responding to. Uh,
2014. Okay, so it has been around a little longer than I thought it had
yeah.
been.
So Aaron says well, first on the traffic part, she says she's lived in Florida, New York, and Florida, and New Jersey, but it doesn't happen as often. But there are absolutely jams. I'll say this: I wasn't, that week I was in Orlando. There was a lot of traffic there too. So Florida can have traffic too. It's just maybe as you get.
I have a man who lives outside of Miami, and that like Route One down there,
Mhm.
that's just as bad as any major city I've ever been in.
Yeah, and so yeah, Aaron, like we were just talking about, Aaron, from a quick Google search, she says the chopped cheese sandwich became a thing in 2014, which makes sense as to why I haven't heard of it. And just like you said, like it must be a relatively new phenomenon.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But like I said, I think it was just maybe just before the pandemic.
Just before? Okay.
Somebody said something about, oh, they have a good chopped cheese sandwich over here, and I was like, what the hell is that?
No, it's exactly. That's simply what I felt as at the time as
Like,
well.
I thought I'm thinking like it's like cheese chopped up, but it's chopped meat with cheese.
We have alert
Yeah.
command now, Baron. So I'll see you a little bit later. Thanks for. We'll see you once
Oh,
you're back.
I love it. Lurk a Turk.
So I'll demonstrate the alert command here. Technically, I'm here, but I can just do this just for the audience. So that's what the alert command looks like.
They can see you, Davy. I think they know you're not.
I know
You're
I'm
not
not looking for real, but I just did that just
mean,
for fun.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. You know, you do you.
But enjoy your
Yeah.
lurk, Aaron. We'll see you in a little bit.
If you lurk and unlurk, does that make you a lurk sandwich? In between, in the lurk time.
Ah, great question. Great question. A lurk sandwich.
On the right.
I need to think about that one. Good question.
Jade, I love it.
Jade says Davy is lurking. Time to riot. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah.
I got up from stream one time, and it's only a couple of viewers. I'm like, no one will care. No one will do anything stupid. And Tim Tam was in.
Ah.
Come back. Sure enough, it's here a rate of 1 from Tim Tam.
Oh man. One
He's
person
like,
raids.
I finally got you back.
We're raiding. Just one person. Too good. Oh, nice. So Aaron is back. Welcome back, Aaron.
Do we have an unlurk command?
There is an alert command.
Oh man, you thought of everything. I love it.
Yeah, I see that. Welcome back, Aaron. It's good to have you back. Yep. Good. Yeah. I mean, I have to pass these on as we do them. Yep. See that, Aaron? Aaron is back from the kitchen.
That is a fantastic unlurk.
Thank you.
I love it.
That was fun thing to write.
The right with the question mark. I love that.
And has sandwiches for everybody, right, Aaron?
Right.
Good times. Lurk sandwich tastes like a void in time. And then John says, "Welcome back. Thanks for that info about that sandwich." You're welcome. Definitely. Aaron says, "I do not have a sandwich, but I do have popcorn to share if anyone wants it." Yes. Love popcorn.
You know, it'd be fascinating, Davey. Maybe we can get this for another episode and share it, even if it's in a Discord or chat. But it'd be interesting to get the whole history on the chopped cheese sandwich and kind of,
Yeah.
see what we can find out about where exactly it started and why, and who was the genius that decided to make this popular.
Well, I have some information on that. There's an article here. In fact, I'll link you to it because
Oh, you already got it
I already
for
did
me.
it. Yeah. So it started. Apparently, my
I
understanding
know
is
you were a great host.
the impetus of this sandwich started at a place called Blue Sky Deli and Grocery at 110th. In fact, I'll show it to you here. It
Okay.
start. Yeah, this is a great article. It
What
comes
kind
to.
of popcorn are we talking about, Aaron? What kind of popcorn?
Yeah, what kind of popcorn?
You,
Be
you
good.
know I love food, so I had to ask.
Okay, so this is just showing you the article from firstwefeast.com. And it started at Blue Sky Deli and Grocery, informally known as Haji's. And they basically just chop it up, and it's basically just a bodega. So that is said to be the de facto birthplace of the chopped cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
Fascinatingly, and that there's this so defined, like they have a definitive answer to that question. So that's
That's
basically
nice.
what, yeah.
I'm telling you though, like it's a great like fast food walk in, grab it, walk out type of food, and like that's where it tastes the best in
Yeah.
those little deli corner store kind of places.
Yeah,
You know what?
definitely.
You know
Yeah.
what else is also wonderful from those little corner store delis and everything.
Hmm.
Um, and in New Jersey, you got to kind of be in the right spot, but there are places with those little bodegas, corner stores, whatever you call them in your area, um, that feature empanadas. But like
Ooh.
they hand make the empanada in front of you and
Ooh.
fry it in front of you and cook it up in front of you, like as you order it. And
Oh.
they are the most wonderful warm pockets of
Mm.
pure love that I've ever had. Um,
Oh, that's
there
so
is a
good.
city here called Patterson,
Hmm.
that used to be the center of silk mill and textiles.
Hmm.
It's a little run down. It's a little rough area, but a lot of Spanish, Colombian, Mexican,
Hmm.
Central American, South American communities have moved in, and like every corner has one of these with you walk in and it's just this you know little old woman making these hand making the dough and everything in front of you, and it's just so good.
Oh, that sounds
And
awesome. Empanadas are
they
great.
think
Oh,
it's crazy
no,
because
not
they know
yet.
you're not from there, but or at least me,
Yeah.
but I can't help myself. People think I'm crazy when I'm like, you got to pull over the truck here. They're like, we're in the middle of nowhere in the city. What do you mean I got to stop here? I'm like, I know that place. We got to go in. We got to get some food.
What's your feeling on the empanadas? Is it like, do you get a choice, or is it usually the same thing?
It's usually the same thing. It's
Okay.
just the classic like beef and onion filling.
Yeah, those are good. I thought there were potatoes too, but I can't remember. But I think that's right. Beef and
I
onion.
think some of them do, some of them don't. I just tell them to make it as traditional as they can,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. That's
usually I get it. Not always.
cool.
I do that with the Indian food too, and sometimes I get really good Indian food, and sometimes I get Americanized versions.
No, for sure. Let's
Um,
see. I want to thank Erin for the popcorn. She's handing out popcorn to all of us. Thank you very much for the
oh, wait,
popcorn. It
cheddar.
sounds
Ooh,
delicious.
delicious popcorn. You know what? I have the old school hot air popper, and that's how I make my popcorn. I get
Okay.
like the popcorn bag.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
make my own that way.
It's healthier that way, they say. And then you can still melt butter on the top of the of the
I'm
the
not.
dome.
I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of ire for this, but I do not enjoy butter on my popcorn at
No,
all.
like any butter, even the one at the theater.
Butter,
We'll just
yeah,
clarified. Ooh.
yeah. I especially don't like the movie theater fake butter,
Oh
but
yeah.
even real butter, and other things, I'm not a fan of.
Interesting. Well,
The white cheddar flavoring, I do highly enjoy
mhm.
though.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think if you have too much butter, it's bad. It's tough to eat that. But I love a little bit of it. It's really good. But it's definitely a different opinion, but it's not an incorrect one. I mean, it can be really it's really rich, you know. So Whether and the fake one can be really arduous. I have to admit the fake one's not that great. I think I just tough it out anyway, but you know what I mean. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So, but it still
I don't
tastes.
know. I usually let somebody else eat that stuff off the top.
Mm-hmm.
You get a bag and you're like, it's a huge bag. You got to share it in the movie theater. So I let
Yeah,
them eat it off the top, and then halfway through the movie, while everybody else is engrossed in the movie, I'm engrossed in all of my movie theater snacks
not
and
too
food.
bad. Yeah, because it still tastes good. Like, I mean, you've got the good like yellow flavor called salt seasoning on top. It's still very good without the butter. So yeah, you're not
I
necessarily
should.
wrong.
I'm gonna sneak in a chopped cheese sandwich next time.
Oh yes, yes. We'll plan that out. Yeah, we'll plan that out. Like, just let me know
I'm
when
like
you're.
those guys that has his jacket with him, and like you don't know why, but it's
Mhm.
because I got a sandwich tucked in over here. I got the cheese over here.
Hey,
I'm
buddy.
not spending $12 on nachos that are this big at the movie theater.
Oh my goodness, that'd be a fun project. See if you can get a chopped cheese sandwich into the theater. You probably
I got a
can.
cheesesteak in one, so I have to imagine I can get in a chopped cheese.
Yeah, that's fairly. Yeah, if you can get a burrito in there.
Somebody did complain because it smelled,
Oh
and
really?
the usher did come in and asked me to get rid of the
Really?
cheesesteak sandwich.
Oh.
I handed him the empty wrapper and was like, "It's already gone, bro." And
Ah.
there was nothing you could do about it.
Ah. I know
You
it's
see
something.
it fast.
That's funny. That's. Oh my goodness. Erin's back from her net crashing. She also says that corner store delis are another hard to find thing down here. Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds right though. But Erin, you do have this. You do have Wawa. I don't know if you have Wawas in your neighborhood, but there is Wawa in Florida, and Wawa is
Yeah.
pretty good. I like Wawa.
Yeah. It's like a religion around here. So
Wawa, yeah, yeah. I know it's
so
huge up
there
there
is a
where you
stretch
are.
of road here that is the most densely populated Wawa collection like in the country.
No way.
And there is
That's
a
funny.
Wawa store every 3/4 of a mile. Or 5 miles. It's hilarious. One
Yeah,
time somebody asked me, somebody told me I need to go to the Wawa on Route 37
yeah.
and that they sell coffee or gas or whatever they were looking for. And I was like, okay, which one are you looking for? They're like, what do you mean? I was like, well, there's 6 on the westbound side and 8 on the eastbound side. I was
Wow.
like, you want me to just give you directions to the closest one to where you are at the moment?
I mean, you just go in any direction, you'd have hit one, right? By that point, you're so.
Yeah, basically, if you
Yeah,
get on that stretch of highway, you can't go that far without seeing it.
yeah, for sure. Like even if you miss it, you probably
Also,
find the
like
other one.
7-Eleven.
Yeah, it does seem
It's
ubiquitous where you are, like very much so. So it's really interesting.
yeah,
And Aaron says, "Oh, there are a lot of Wawas. My dad works at one, which I think is cool because it's great access to sandwiches. So obviously
yeah.
that's
Working at Wawa is actually a very nice thing.
that's cool.
So you get stock options. As an
Ooh.
employee, generally.
Mhm.
I don't know if you have to be full time or part time, but generally they do, and they also get quite a bit of free perks. Around here, they get free coffee, and they get to give out free coffee to certain customers, and they can also get free fountain drinks and stuff too. So it's actually kind of a really nice deal. And now there's a shortage of people who will work at them now because of
Really?
the pandemic.
Hmm.
So the gas attendants are making like I think almost $15 an hour now.
Whoa, it's pretty good for
To be a
gas
gas
attendant.
attendant around here, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, especially if you're like in school and stuff, and you could do that. That would be really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've noticed all the college kids have flocked to it. So and to be honest, they're nicer than the old people that were
Ah,
doing it.
yeah, got you. Well, I mean, I guess that's logical. So I'm gonna.
But I guess that's a New Jersey problem because you know I can't actually get out and pump my own gas technically.
What? Wait. I thought you that was the thing. Oh no. Exactly. That's what. Oh, that's literally what I was gonna say. Like, yeah, that's a New Jersey thing, and Oregon too. And maybe Oregon stopped it recently, but those are two states where you cannot pump your own gas, and I think it's just a way to provide jobs. I think that was the purpose behind it, but it's kind of an odd concept to the rest of us
Yeah,
out here.
Wawa started in Pennsylvania, actually in Wawa, Pennsylvania, but it was originally only in eastern Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey. They have since expanded. They're now into central New Jersey, but they expanded south, so they're all through Maryland, Northern Virginia, down into the Carolinas now,
Mm-hmm.
even, and they also got down into Florida, and they're working their way kind of into Florida and Georgia. So their corporate plan, because I used to actually work with people in Wawa, doing as a subcontractor. Their plan is to actually do the whole East Coast at some point.
Wow.
They haven't gone north yet, because they don't want to compete with Cumberland Farms, which is huge up in that area,
Mm-hmm.
and they haven't gone too far west because then they had to compete with Sheets, and they haven't. In between, they're trying to compete with Royal Farms, so there's a whole corporate plan. But the idea is that eventually they want to be the whole East Coast of the United States.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, certainly, it's a great explanation, Swimming. That's really cool that you were able to break that down for Jade. And I know of it because I have friends on the East Coast, so they've told me about Wawa. And when I did my trip to Orlando, I did my first Wawa. So let me show you what it looks like. So a Wawa store is it's just like AM PM, really. If you're not now, you guys might not know what AM PM is, but Jade and I, maybe even not even Jade, maybe just me, but we know that AM PM is like the convenience store attached to an Arco station in California. So Wawa is a similar idea. You got a gas station attached to it. And then you have this nice little convenience store. And I'll give you this close up. And that's literally what it looked like when I was down there in Florida. Like I saw this. It just had the pump, and then you had the store. And let me see if I can increase that. Let me add to that sandwiches, because that's like my favorite thing there, not surprisingly. But
And actually just redid them all and expanded them all, so they now have like paninis and hot sandwiches and all. Uh,
that's
when
pretty cool.
when Wawas were first around, like in the '90s, and I started going to them as a little kid,
Mm-hmm.
it was literally just a traditional deli counter,
Okay.
and then they had the hoagie rolls because they're from Pennsylvania, so they call them hoagies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they had the sub rolls, and just like you could get a pound of bologna and stuff like that. It was just a deli counter. Um, and then they kind of morphed into this more traditional
Yeah.
thing, and now they have all sorts of stuff you can get. And the last time they redid the stores, they were trucking everything in. Now they have a little kitchen area where they actually make things in the stores now. So
Oh,
got a little better.
really? I didn't know that. So the making it on the spot was a new thing. I didn't realize that. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So they have. I mean, most of it's microwave and hot boxes and stuff like that, but there is a little actual kitchen area
Mm-hmm.
where they actually do that, and they actually defrost the bread and everything fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah,
a little nicer.
that's pretty cool. And
Yeah,
Jade,
yeah. They have a little bit of everything on that menu now. Yeah.
yeah, they really do. I've tried the soups too. I think the soups are good. So that's another one.
Yeah.
Jade says, "Oh yeah, I know the AM PM store. That's cool that the Wawa actually serves different food." And this is important, Jade. Wawa food is way better than AM PM food. AM PM food is barely edible. Like it's like eating rubber. So compared to that, Wawa's on
Yeah,
the moon.
yeah. Wawa's it's like I call it a step up from gas station food.
Yes,
It's
yes.
good road food if you're stuck traveling or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And yeah, John, I would say it is a bit strange to get used to if you're not from New Jersey, but people from New Jersey are so used to it that it gets actually really strange to do it the other way.
I can see that.
Um,
Yeah.
but the weird thing was, so in most places, the way the law is written, if it's a diesel pump, they don't have to provide gas attendants. So normally they don't. So for a long time, I drove a diesel van for my job, and I got so used to pumping my own gas at the Wawa because we had corporate Wawa cards to get the gas, that when I had to switch back, they got regular gasoline vehicles, it was so weird. I got out and started pumping it, and the guy's like, "You can't do that."
Yes.
He got all mad at me, and I was like, "Oh, right, right. This isn't the diesel vehicle anymore."
Oh, that would get confusing though,
I
like not
understand
knowing which one is which.
you
Like,
pull up and you got to give your card to some guy
yeah,
to get gas.
yeah, no doubt. That would get confusing after a bit. Aaron says they even have burgers and whatnot now. I've never tried that. Have you tried a burger there?
I have not. They look okay.
Okay.
I I'm probably the least excited guy about Wawa food. It's not that's not my preferred food. Like I said, if I'm out like on the highway or something and that's all it's around, yeah, I'll drop in and get some food if I'm hungry. But for the most part now, I go to diners. I avoid fast food places. I try to get um, you know stuff that's a little nicer.
Okay.
I might be showing that I'm a little privileged living where I live and everything.
No, it's no shame in that. I mean, I think there's a time and
I
place
know
for
I'm in some
everything.
places like
Yeah.
if it's not a chain place, there's nothing else
Yeah.
really going on. When I go up to upstate New York, there's a couple of like local restaurants, but in between, it's only like a McDonald's and like a Burger King.
Okay.
And the gas station stores like that's it.
Hmm.
They have Stewart's up there, but like outside that, you don't find anything.
Mm.
It's houses and woods.
Pretty neat. Yeah, I do know. I can vouch for that. I mean, that's why it's called the Garden State. It's definitely a lot of that. A couple points from Jade Tile. Jade says, "True, AM PM is barely food most of the time." Yeah, very much so. And then Jade adds, "That's so fancy," referring to the people pumping the gas for you, like a valet service for refueling instead of parking. I think I would trust.
You know what, Jade? It sounds really terrible, and it sounds like it would take a long time until it's like 20 degrees outside and you don't have to leave your car. Or it's pouring outside and there's somebody standing there, to fill it up for you. Then it actually becomes really nice.
Yeah, that's a great point. Like it really makes that more comfortable, doesn't it? Like you're not having to
Yeah.
get out of the car in that
And
situation.
for the longest time, until they increased the gas tax here, we were cheaper than most of the surrounding states. So
Hmm.
it wasn't even like we were, factored into the cost of the gas. So.
Hmm. That's cool. That's very cool. John says, "I thought the same, Jade. When I drive up to New York from Florida, I'd forget about the gas thing in New Jersey. It's great." And you tip them too, right? Don't you give a tip sometimes to them? Like you tip them like $2? Like what do you do there?
Sometimes you will, but most of the time you don't.
Oh, you
Most
don't.
of the time,
Okay.
you know, you just hand them the card in and out. Occasionally you will if they help you out by doing the windows or something like that.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll do it also sometimes too when it's super cold out or
Mm.
something like that, or pouring out. I'd have to get out of my car. And especially like sometimes they're having miserable days.
Word.
But I guess it's a little different for me because of my job. I tend to work at gas stations a lot, so
Oh, okay. Okay.
I kind of get to see firsthand on how the attendants work. What the conditions are, how the pumps work, how the system works, how the underground tanks and all that works. So
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have an in-depth knowledge of gas stations, whereas most people,
Yep.
I assume, do not and don't ever need to.
Ah, okay.
You
Well,
know what I'm saying? You know how to
Yeah,
work
I kind of see that. It's kind of there's certain parts like if you're picking. Yeah, I totally see that. Actually, I do see that. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of such a standard thing. Like if you tipped it every single time, then you'd run out of money, like too. But I don't know. That's interesting. It is
I don't
interesting.
know. I seem to tip all the time on Twitch, and I'm not running out of money yet, but I should probably check my account.
Ah, okay. Right on. Nah, I think I got all that straight now. So, Jade says, standing out in the pouring rain or blazing sun is part of the refueling experience. Just kidding. And
I can tell you, somebody who's had to spend 8 to 10 hours standing in the blaring heat and nor'easter in a gas station, and then, I mean, it's only 30 seconds, yeah, it's kind of part of the experience and fun, but it wears out very quickly.
Yeah, I can see that. So our poll is concluded. We had a poll of who had the most versatile food, and of the choices, pasta was the winner with 50% of the vote. Congratulations, pasta, for winning the most versatile food contest here on the Sandwich Show. Well done. Let's see. And Jade says, fair enough. If they get paid well, it sounds like a great service. And Aaron says, yeah, every road trip up north is disorienting because my dad and I forget about it. Especially because it's only like one state. Like, it's not like these guys do it. It's just like, it's just New Jersey. Like, Pennsylvania doesn't, I don't think. And I know New York does not either.
New York and Pennsylvania don't. You're really hard pressed to find one that will.
Yeah.
Delaware and Maryland, you can sometimes find stations that will have an attendant.
Okay.
And you can get it. But outside of that, like New Jersey and maybe those two areas where it's hit or miss, I've never seen it. Pennsylvania, it's always 100% pump your own. Same thing in New York.
Mm-hmm.
All of New York State, I've never seen an attendant or anything like that.
Okay.
Virginia, I've never seen an attendant either.
Okay. So yeah, it seems like
I didn't see one in Texas either. I filled up a bunch in Texas and I didn't see.
Oh, we should see what Tim Tam says about that when we next time we see him. I'll ask him about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah. But I mean, I was also in like the Panhandle, like far western Texas, in the desert.
Okay.
There's a lot out there.
Oh yeah, it's true. It's more desolate there. All right, everybody. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to one of our great parts of the show, and that would be, of course, America's favorite moment in Twitch broadcasting.
Do the dance. It's time for random questions. Good stuff. With Kevin on the cake.
And once again, filling in for Kevin, of course, it's our friend Swimmy. How's it going?
It's going. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm enjoying everybody's comments. This is interesting. I'm doing a lot of East Coast talking. So.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on out there. I think it's totally valid. So let's go and open the queue, and we can get the queue size. We can get the queue size going, and you now can ask a question, bang question, followed by the question itself. You can see the command up there in the corner of the screen, and we'll take them in order through the rest of our program. And Jade Tile, shimmy, shimmy, question dance. Woo,
yeah.
Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. Just like the Flappers in the Great Gatsby. Good times.
Yeah.
So, ask away. Anything for Swimmy or anything for me? Anything?
Literature dropping down here.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of everything, Davy. I love it.
Oh, the Great Gatsby. Yeah.
It's classy. It's got a little fart jokes in there.
That's true. We really recover the entire spectrum out there. Good times. Yeah. Question followed by the bang question followed by the question itself, and we'll take your questions in this hour. I'm looking forward to it. To your questions. Oh man, this has definitely been a lot of fun. This has been a good show. We even have like a sandwich cliffhanger, and guess what? Half the sandwich is remaining. Looks like we got the perfect quantity to save for next week. See if I follow.
Maybe I want you to save that exact sandwich and just bring it back.
That would be disgusting.
You know what? I will wear the little black dress if you bring back the sandwich and take a bite of it.
Uh-oh.
Now you can save it however you want.
Chat, what do you say to that?
Whatever. I just want to see you come back and you to finish it off on the next stream.
Oh my god. But if it's okay, is it okay if I put it in the fridge, or does it have to stay out here?
No, you can do whatever you want.
Okay,
I don't need to get sick off of it. Freeze it, fridge it, whatever.
That is going to be some cliffhanger.
You know what? Aaron's stupid comments work just as well.
Yeah. Aaron says, my brain cannot form questions this evening, only stupid comments. I just want Swimmy and the LBD. Well, you've done it now. Swimmy.
If I had a penny for every time I heard that.
You'd have... It could be a lot of pennies by the time people start watching the VOD on YouTube.
That's true. I probably have about 5 cents right now, but it could grow exponentially.
Yeah. I have a question. It's not that random. My question is, Do you think that my VODs right now will be safe? I mean, I do mostly talking. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I think the only time you would have an issue is if you have music in the background that would be copyrighted.
Okay. Well, I mean, I kind of did it to start the show, but we'll see. We'll see how it hasn't been tagged so far, but
I don't think that's enough.
Okay.
'Cause it's mostly scanned by software.
yeah.
So, and I think they need something like 10 or 15 seconds. So
Okay.
I'm not sure that you play enough of it for it to actually count.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks for your advice.
I would assume that you're safe.
Yeah.
I think really what the music companies are really going after there are quite a number of medium-sized streamers who have 500-600 people routinely in their chat. They get thousands of views on their VODs who are playing music or radio in the background. And I think that's really what the music companies want to crack down on. And I think everybody else is just collateral damage, kind of.
Okay.
In this scenario.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it's really bad for the music streamers. Because technically what they're doing is not against any copyright law. And in many cases, like Twitch kind of automatically saves their stuff on the back end. So if that still can be scanned, and if they get hit for it, I mean, it's not really, it's more of a Twitch problem than their problem, but
yeah, that's true. I just find it funny that they've only come to this realization as far as saving, cover performances of songs as being part of that today, or like yesterday, basically. So now Aaron and Jade are in alignment with your feeling on it. Aaron thinks that my VODs should be fine here on Twitch. We'll keep them there until I get an email about it. So, okay.
Yeah. That's what I would say. And if they send you an email, it's not a strike or anything.
Right.
They'll let you remedy it. So
yeah, okay.
I'm very interested to see what your response to this question is.
Oh yeah, let's get to it. And Aaron just closes with, which sucks because they're playing it themselves. They put work into learning the songs. And it's true, because you see the live learns. Everybody's doing that. So it does suck. I really think that's unfair. I mean, gosh, I think they need to completely overhaul the copyright system.
In some cases, I argue that they're different enough from the originals or parodies of the originals that they're not even technically under the copyright.
Yeah, I agree. I think the renditions
stuff that I've seen some of the streamers do, like they change it up considerably.
Yeah, very much so.
Original.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I've seen it on a number of channels. Maddie Wong is a great example of that. It's totally like a different take on the songs. It's like, are you going to tell me that that's a direct copy? Yeah, I don't see that.
Usually it's fire takes on it too.
Yeah, it's really too bad.
I found myself like jamming out, dancing around a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
His stuff. It's just like, ooh, I didn't. If this song was like this all the time, I might listen to it more.
That's what the shame of it. Like, these channels are introducing you to songs that you haven't heard of before. Like, I had never heard of bad lip reading before I went to Brookstone Bards. I had no feel for what that was and what they were talking about. And now
I had it before, but I'm not gonna lie, they've probably gotten 10 or 12 views for me because somebody does one that I haven't heard yet.
Yeah.
Or didn't know they did, or I go on there looking for, Bushes of Love and find something else.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So you find so many nuggets in there. There's like a Game of Thrones song in there at the bad lip reading site and another one, and there's a lot of good stuff in there. So it's a shame that they're kind of not missing the point of it. Anyway, to the question. It's from Jade Tile, and Jade asks, speaking of Gadsby times, what 20s trend would you like to bring back this decade? Oh, wow. Wow. Swimmy, what do you think?
That's tough. That's tough. Think. Thinking just like the whole speakeasy, the way of like talking and everything. I think the current accents are a little, they're not exciting to me. You know, I just want somebody to walk up and be like, "Hey, you having a bully day? You having a bully day?" Like that old timey radio voice. Like that's what I want to bring back. Like
Oh,
Greg's
that lingo.
all the time.
The stilted communication. No,
Yeah, like the flapper dress. Like it's fun stuff. Like
yeah,
you know,
flapper dress is a good
fun,
call.
the fun roaring 20s like stuff like that. I think that would be neat.
Aaron is with a good call with the flapper dresses. Bring back the 20s slang acts. That's totally what.
Yeah,
that's totally
that's what I'm talking about. Like I think that would be fun.
Totally
Aaron,
fun.
you know,
I would love the 20s slang.
Discover Through Glass on Twitch. I highly suggest it. You should get every streamer you know to learn it.
Wait, which one?
Through Glass.
Oh, Through Glass. Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that?
You know, there's, you know, some people have taken that song to levels that they have an emote for it, Davy.
Oh, look at you. Check out the chat right now, folks. Through Glass emotes. Love that. Look at that.
Window, so you're looking through the glass of the stars because there's a bunch of stars in the song.
Yeah. Aaron says, make everyone speak through old-timey microphones. Yeah. I don't know what to say. It's like, watch it here, Shiny. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not good with those impersonations. Yeah, you do a much better job than me.
Have you ever watched Greg's Piano Bar, Davey?
Is that a channel?
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He has a black and white filter.
Okay.
And he has his microphone set to like the 1920s, like old radio style.
Oh, wow.
You know?
I've seen the name pop up. I don't think I've been there yet.
It's a riot. You should definitely check it out if you ever get a chance to see him.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Around, like it's an interesting. It's different, and it's kind of fun. You know.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for the tips, Swimmy. That's pretty cool. So next on the queue is from John Ninja, and John asks, if you stream something on Twitch a little different than what you normally do, what would it be? Now, this is a more interesting question for you, Swimmy. What would you do differently?
Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, and hopefully this is gonna be a thing. I have no musical ability whatsoever. I've never played an instrument. I think I played like recorder maybe like in second or third grade when we were forced to. So I've never done anything musical. So I think if I'm was going to do something different, and I'm hoping to actually do this, is I'm thinking about just actually streaming myself learning how to play an instrument. Might end up being guitar. So, you know,
Ooh.
You know.
So you're going to do some live learns.
Just like detailing it from the beginning of just like knowing absolutely nothing and like trying and just kind of putting it all out there. Like, this is how hard it is for me, and seeing what people say. Like, I think I would do that. And I think the other thing that I would seriously consider streaming is maybe some like in real life, some sports stuff, maybe some hockey or some actual swimming. Or
sports.
Yeah.
There you go. I love it. Like play-by-play. Well, first of all, Phil, welcome in. It's good to see you. I think this is the first time I've seen you on our sandwich show. Welcome.
Great to see you,
Great
Phil.
to see you, Phil. So cool to hang out with you.
Sports stuff. Phil streams his Swift biking.
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah, he owns that bike. That is really cool. Like, I was telling to Phil, like, the cool thing about his channel is that when he gets to stream, he gets exercise out of it. Like, a lot of us, we're just sitting on a chair and we're just playing games, but he's getting a real workout when he streams, so it's always cool. Super cool. So, Phil, you just got home. Super cool. Welcome in. Get yourself a snack, and preferably one of these.
Between Bloom and Through Glass. I'm sure it'll be one of those two songs.
Oh, yeah. After you've done all that, you have to do that swimming.
That'll definitely be one of the first, at least one of the first ones that I give out there. You know, on Twitch.
I love that.
Let's be honest, even if I don't, people are just gonna ask me for it until I do. So they've already gotten me to sing Bloom, so we'll see how it goes from there.
Love it. That'd be awesome. Well, I did do some songs. Like, that would have been, like, what would I do other than food? I probably would play music. That would be mine, too. So we basically had the same answer. Though I did try it a little bit last week, where I did some stuff on piano. I just learned sort of a Green Day song today. but just to make fun of the 21 grain bread because it's like 21 guns and 21 grains.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You know, Green Day is my favorite band, so
That's cool. Yeah.
I am all over that.
Yeah. I love your sports idea too, though. That would be really fun as well. So that's really great.
Yeah.
Phil, let's revive the poll. I want to see where Phil votes on this. So we had a poll up, and the poll was, what is the most versatile food, pizza, pasta, or sandwich? So why don't we show that to you now? Oh, it's a new poll. Oh, dang. All our votes went away. Well, go ahead and vote in it again, everybody.
That's okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's run it again. It's a good.
It's a great.
I like it.
I like it too. We have an official food fight coming up at the bottom of the hour, so we'll get to that then. But 121 grains. Yeah, that's it. You know, grown in the plains. You know it.
Yeah. And as far as I think I saw in there somewhere, I was asked about favorite streamer.
Oh yeah. So that was John's second question. So the second question, and don't forget.
I don't know that I have one favorite streamer outside of. Like, I'm definitely not my favorite. I think I'm terrible.
Can only imagine if you voted for yourself. Like, it's totally me. I'm the favorite streamer.
Yeah. I think maybe my favorite streamer is probably Voice Unmuted, Katie.
Okay.
I think she's probably the one that I would say is my favorite. But there's a bunch that I really like.
Yeah.
But so that's probably my favorite music streamer. My favorite just like gamer stream just in general is I really like Sykkuno's streams. I think he's he's one of those guys that's like sneaky funny. So I kind of really like him. As just like one of those bigger like crazy streamers. But there are a bunch of people who I really like and just take inspiration from. Quite a few music streamer. Mike Plays Piano is one that I really like and enjoy. Caitlin Moo, who I help mod for. Kathleen L, who I help mod for. Like, these are all streamers that I love and take stuff from. But to be honest, the great thing for me about Twitch is there's probably 15, 20 people who are really small who I love watching. Davy, I love watching your channel. I love your guests.
Thank you so much.
Show. But I even love watching Phil. Like, me too. He's loving every moment of riding the bike, and and he's always in a good mood and excited that you're there, and those are kind of like the things that I just love about Twitch is you can be part of all these little kind of communities and see all these little interconnections. But I think if I had to pick one, like, as my favorite, I think it would be Katie's stream.
Okay.
Just because she's just kind of all over the place, and then her voice is just amazing. But there's just so many. And then it's no surprise that I like hanging out around Justin Evelyn's stream. Just because those two they're kind of all over the place too. It makes me feel better about myself. Like they can be that goofy on stream and still make beautiful music and and have a really nice community. Then why can't I?
I love that. Yeah, it's hard to pick one. And Aaron, that's really nice of you to say. Davy's streams are definitely in the top 3 streamers for me, and that means a lot. It really does. Thank you. I mean, I just started too.
Definitely have a knack for the hosting and the
thank you.
The podcast angle, and the production value is just fantastic.
Thanks. Yeah, I put a lot into it. I guess that's what they say. Like, you put a lot into it and it comes out really good. So thanks for that. I mean, it's a labor of love for sure. And Aaron says my favorite. Oh, thank you, Jade. Jade says Davy's streams never fail to make me smile. That's really cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh man, that's what it's all about. But I see a lot of people like Sykkuno too. So
Aaron is saying my favorite has to be Jev, Justin Evelyn. It's one of the few channels that I've been there for every stream since I found them. Yeah, for me it's pretty close because Here's what's unique about Justin and Evelyn. It's that there's an intimacy to the channel where they really feels like you're interacting with them more than I would see in a lot of other places. And a few other places are like that, and that's why they're kind of also in my top 3. And well, actually, Tintam's one of them because, man, every time I go in, he's always so friendly to all of us, you know? Your channel is awesome. Like, I love the games you're playing. Gershwin is cool, so you introduce us to good games, so it's always fun. I have great conversations with you whenever you're streaming, so it's always cool. Yeah.
You know what? You know who's else? So whenever I'm watching Justin Evelyn, I always feel like I'm in the room with them.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You feel like you're on the other side of the piano, which the pianos, I guess, in that case, which is really unique. There's only a few others that I've felt like that. Danny Allard is another one where it feels like you're standing on the other side of her piano.
Oh yeah, I love her channel.
And one time she did a reveal where she was showing something with the setup, and it's literally the camera's literally like right up against the wall.
Oh, the backwards camera. Yeah. I've seen this camera. Yeah.
You can see the wall, and it's the most disheartening thing in the world because I always picture myself standing right there.
Oh, yeah.
Like it feels like I'm either sitting in the chair or standing on the other side. Then she does the reverse camera, and I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you look away, and I feel silly, but I'm glad Justin and Evelyn haven't totally swapped the camera angle yet, because I think that would kill me too.
That'd be weird. What would it look like? Like, I wondered that in the beginning, like when they were in their original location. Then they moved, so it got really crazy. So, oh, and Aaron with a great shout out. Aaron says Jade has only streamed once, so I'm not quite going to include them in the top 3, but I absolutely will be present for future streams. And I concur with that statement. And Swimmy, you got to go over to Jade's channel too. I'm going to give him a shout out.
Oh, I definitely will. I'm gonna click on Jade's name right now and hit the follow button.
Let me make sure. Do I have a Phil below? Oh no, I gotta make that happen.
I was not aware that Jade was streaming now. So
he just started. Yeah, it just started this weekend actually. So.
Because I know I've seen Jade in a number of music streams and whatnot. So.
Yeah.
And I think gaming streams too. I think I've seen quite a bit. So.
So I'm gonna just write this on the fly. Check out Phil Velo's.
Always love to follow and see some new
gaming.
New folks.
Gaming/biking channel. I do think it's great. And then you a lot of fun. Loads of fun.
It was great. And Phil was doing the MS rides.
There you go.
You know, for some charity, which was nice to see.
That was cool.
They do some big ones around here. I actually had a coworker who had MS for a while, so worthwhile cause. So it was nice to see that people are out there doing that sort of thing, you know?
Yep.
Makes me good about humanity for, a little bit.
Yep. I think I'm going to give shout out two more streamers that I seem to go to more again and again. And obviously the fact that she might stream with me in a couple of days is actually a very good indicator. So Laura Wiley is clearly one of them. Big thing about Laura is that she's local, like she's in the area. So even though I've never actually met her in real life, she's someone who I can relate to because she's also LA, kind of like me. So there's a little bit of that I always think is really cool. Missy Alcazar too, for the same reason, because she's also an LA gal. So those are cool. The Brookstone Bards, I think that goes without saying. They're just so much fun, and it's a small little tight knit community. And anytime you're there, they say hello. And Human Juke 81 is another one that I tend to go to again and again because it's a very inventive channel, and the people in that chat are hilarious. It's just so funny. So that's a big part of it. The people in the chat, I think, make a big part of it as well. Yeah.
It's funny how sometimes the community is just as much a part of it as the streamer.
100%. And that's kind of what I enjoy the most about doing the Sandwich Show. Is like it's really all of you guys. Like I think it's really great. Aaron and Phil, Phil says, all of June I am doing fundraising. I have a in real life bike ride on the 26th for the MS Society. That is fantastic. Phil, super cool. Man, go Phil.
Was actually sharing with me. The foundation that he's doing it for, they've raised $1.4 billion since they started for research. So that's super awesome.
That's fantastic. That's really, really cool. And then last one, I'm spamming the chat with all my mentions. So let me do one more. Clearly, I'm gonna do a Justin and Evelyn shout out. This would be a really good time to raid them, but they're not doing a show tonight, so that's too bad. Oh well. Yeah.
Well, hopefully somebody on the list is going when we end.
Yeah. And Jade says so many wonderful streamers. I completely agree. And you can find new ones every week too, which is so interesting. And we could spend a long time.
Well, I used to.
Hey, I got another one right here. Haas is in the house. Hello, Haas.
Once a week, I used to go through and actually just look at streamers who only had 3 or 4 people in their channel and kind of find them. And that's been interesting. I found a bunch of streamers that way.
Yeah.
And I kind of laugh because people are like, how do you have all these founders badges and these conductors? And I was like, because I gave 100 bits during a hype train one time because literally there was 4 of us in the channel. I'm just like, yeah, it's hard to believe they had 4 people in their channel, but it's tough when you first start out. I'll say that.
Definitely. I'm actually I feel like I'm ahead of the game even because I was not expecting this many people to join the chat so fast. So I really feel blessed. And Haas, I hope you're doing all right out there. I hope your weekend was good. I know you're doing a lot of cool golf streams last week, so I was having fun watching you play golf online with some of your friends. Really cool. And let's see.
Phil, I hear you. This conversation kind of got started out with me saying that Katie is my favorite a streamer. So yeah, and she hates when I say that, so don't tell her I said.
So Phil says, just to repeat the comment, I have quite a few music streams I really enjoy. Katie is a wonderful human and a great songwriter. I love Mike Plays Piano. We were talking about that too. You can't be in a bad mood with Emily McVicker, and same for Justin and Evelyn. So many others too. Yeah, absolutely. And Haas, as far as his golf stream, never thought I would be streaming games when I started this. Haas, that was cool. Do it again. I'll be there. It was fun. I would like to play one of those rounds with you at some point. I'll figure out the time. And then he adds, the Twitch community is my new home for sure. Yeah, Haas, you're the dude. Thank you so much for that, for being you. I think that's the thing, that we all get to learn a little bit about each other through these communities. Yeah. Now, who is Katie again? I have not been to Katie's channel, I don't think, unless I just missed.
Katie is voice unmuted.
Oh, okay.
It's her actual title.
So I owe it to all you guys to visit her and see what that's about, because I think that's a great channel. It's really cool.
Yeah. If you like pure chaos in somebody who is the nicest human in the world, you'll love that. She literally is the. I know a lot of streamers who try to keep up with all the comments in the chat. She'll have 150 people. The chat will be going 9 miles an hour, and she will go back and read almost everybody's comment and try to keep up and try to make sure that everybody's welcomed in, and while she's singing. And then she just has amazing, powerful, belting voice that. Yeah, well, Aaron, she has to keep up.
Yeah, it's the only way she's gonna do it. To be fair, I do want to thank Koss for his comment. He says, "That's how I feel about watching you," meaning me. Great show again, buddy. Thank you so much, Haas. That's really cool. I mean, you're a very, very talented guy, very cool guy too. So that means a lot coming from you. So I really appreciate it. And then Phil adds, or Aaron adds, I wonder how she breathes at all. Speaking of Katie, that's super. I don't know. Now I have to see this. Now they don't have VODs anymore. So what am I gonna do? I guess I have to wait till she goes live. I guess, but. Well,
actually, her last one she did all original, so it will. We'll have at least one there.
Okay.
John, definitely check it out. She's definitely worth even if she's not your style, definitely worth seeing her once. I would say. She will blow you away, and I agree with Haas. You are a great streamer.
Thank you guys.
Great watch. Everybody, you should watch Davy. His channel is this one.
So you found it already. Good. Well done. You're already here. So
this is viral marketing at its best, right?
we're viral marketing inside of ourselves. Good time. Now,
Inception marketing.
yeah.
Nobody's ever thought of that.
So Hospice Street has been lurking for an hour. That's awesome. If you have a question, write exclamation point question followed by the question itself, and we'll answer them in order. We don't have anything in the queue, so in my world,
Random questions.
In my world, the question queue is equivalent to the song queue. So we gotta feel free to fill up that queue. We're looking forward to your questions.
On Davy's
Jade, we found Davy's stream and it's wonderful. And then Phil says, breathing. Sometimes she simply doesn't, and chat has to remind her to breathe. This is Katie. Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
I just want to see this. Like, this is sounding really exciting.
I think Danny has a breathe command too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where and at times they both do just forget to actually breathe.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, just so much energy involved, you know? It's definitely so much energy. Yeah. Let's see. Do you have a question? Okay, Jade's got a question. Here we go. Jade Tile, what is the longest time you can hold your breath swimming?
Oh, I think it was about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes was the longest I could do. But that was kind of like while swimming and training.
I was just thinking that, and so was Jade for that matter. I imagine swimming's got to have lungs of steel due to swimming.
But yeah, I think one time I did try to not move and hold my breath, and I think I made it to 2.5 minutes. And then I stopped at that point. The thing about it is I know there's people who can do 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Like there are extreme free divers who can do that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, it physically starts, at least for me, it physically starts hurting and
yeah.
you've had nothing but your thoughts underwater for 2.5 minutes. That's usually about the time where I'm yeah, okay, I'm pretty much done. I'm sure I could go longer if I tried, but
mm-hmm.
it's a mental game after that bit.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, it's dangerous, because if you mess up, you're gonna die. So that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darren, that's about where I've gotten to, and that's when it starts becoming a mental thing for me.
Yeah.
But I will say, since I work in hazardous field and stuff, we have to do the what are those called? The spirographs, where you blow into the machine, and you have to keep the ball like you see on the astronaut films. It's a very similar machine, and you have to keep it going as fast as as you can. And I go way past that on those machines. They're wait, no, you have to do it again, but not as hard because the machine couldn't register it.
Oh. Yeah. So
So
Aaron says, I still beat my sister, though. She never passed a 1:18. Both of those are, even 1:18 seems very impressive.
It's one of those things where you don't think it's that long until you start holding your breath and you get to 30 seconds and you're like, okay, when can I breathe again?
I can't get nearly that long. I swam a lot for a while, with a master's club. So I did a lot of swimming. I had to hold my breath.
Master's club. That's not even. That's like serious swimming too.
Oh yeah, for sure. We were doing sprints. We were doing distance stuff, and it was. I mean, it's expensive. That's why I stopped doing it. But
3,000 yards a day, right?
Yeah, usually. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's 3,000. Now I wasn't that fast. I mean, I'm a clear novice compared to everybody else.
No, that's okay. I wasn't that fast either.
I still think he would have beat me, though.
I sneaked my way onto the college. I showed up and wouldn't stop showing up, so they were like,
"There you go. Just you got the spot by default."
Yeah. I don't know if I told that last time, but so how I got involved with swimming was I was a lifeguard and everything. I had a friend who was on the college team, and he told me, oh, you're fast. Just show up and swim. I'd never done any real like I did some hockey in middle school and stuff like that, but I'd never really done like real sports training, collegiate level training. But so I just showed up and I just started swimming and I just walked onto the team. And I didn't know anything about the team, but here, we're near the ocean. Swimming's a big sport. So the local community college team was really good. I didn't know this. So I'm like, man, these guys are really fast. Like these girls are really fast. Like I'm just struggling to keep up. I'm like, I'm out of my element. I like was out of shape when I started. I managed to keep up. I get on the team, swim enough. And then I realize they're talking about like, oh, we got to gear up to go to nationals. And I'm like, what do you mean we got to gear up to go to nationals? Like, what do you? Oh yeah, we're ranked fifth in the country. We get an automatic bid. Like, no, we're going to Florida to go to the nationals. And I'm like, okay, get down there. It's like an open air pool, and like we're swimming against Olympians. Like we literally swam against somebody who swam for Venezuela in the next Olympics.
Man,
and I was just like, nope, I'm not that fast. I'm good.
That was when he stopped. That's when he threw in the towel.
Like I was on like a really good swim team, and I tell people like my times now, and they're like, I was like, no, I was really slow. And they're like, that's fast to most people, right? Like, yeah, but you gotta remember, I was like, I was in that and then Division III swimming.
Gotcha.
And it was like
Aaron,
Division III is the most competitive.
Have a good night, Aaron.
There's a lot of
Thank
Division
you so
I
much.
schools that don't have swim teams because football team takes precedent.
Yeah, Aaron, it's so cool to hang out with you again. Thank you so much for joining our stream tonight.
Yes.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Really fun. Have a good night. And thanks for your continued support. That's super cool. Really appreciate your kind words today.
Yeah, but
you're not leaving? Oh, I'm saying that was Swimmy's reaction. Oh, okay. Oh, Swimmy's like, all right, I'm gonna head out. She's reenacting you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Sorry. Erin's still here. She's not going anywhere yet.
Okay, that's good.
Right,
I think
cool.
I finished last in my event at nationals, which was great.
Good times. Here's a good question for Phil, because you were talking. He says Phil says he can swim well enough to keep from drowning so far. So maybe that wouldn't be.
I would say if Phil is training to do, it seems like he might be more of like a triathlete.
He could do triathlon.
Type, swimming and stuff. It's very difficult for those athletes a lot of times, especially if swimming isn't their main discipline to start out with, to kind of get their bodies to do all three. There's somewhat of correlation over to running and biking, but the swimming is kind of so far out in motions and stuff. It's usually very hard for them to get the swimming down.
Phil says I did do some
more tiring.
Yeah, well, I think that's true. I think you're getting to a good point. I think you're saying that of the three, swimming is like the toughest one to learn. Which I think
it's not only the toughest one to learn, but the motions between your arms, you got to kind of using your whole body.
Yeah.
It's just the most exhausting kind of the three.
Yeah, definitely.
Your body kind of gets into a rhythm running and biking that a lot of athletes then have trouble translating that into the same thing in the pool.
Yeah, that's true. It may not be.
I don't know exactly why it is, but it seems to be across the board. I've noticed that seems to be the hardest for people to get down.
Yeah, I feel that. Phil says I did some sprint tries a long time ago. That was pretty cool. And he adds, swimming redistributes blood into different muscles, so when you then try to get out of the water and run, it's weird.
Yeah, that's a more elegant way of putting it.
Yeah,
it's kind of what I'm getting at. Like it's just different, and then getting used to it and getting back and forth is pretty hard.
For sure. As far as the repoll goes, Pizza won the revote, but I do think that Pasta got a very big say.
100%. So not everybody voted again this time. So.
Yeah, correct. I concur with that. That was a fun poll, though. Thank you very much for voting, everybody. I was surprised the amount of love that Pasta got in that poll. I really was.
Me too. Me too. Pasta so far has been the
Nice.
outlier, but here it got good votes, and I love it.
Phil's team pasta. I didn't get Costa's opinion. I mean, I'm sure he voted, but I'm just curious as where he was on that. Pasta, most versatile sandwich, or pizza? Quite an interesting call.
You know what? I think that in this case, the sandwich being so ubiquitous actually hurts it a little bit. You know?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that might be a fair point. Yeah, I think you're in on that. Oh, look at this. Jade rave dances in the pasta corner, and Phil says, "Love that."
I love that your stream has attracted people who are just like, you know what, I'm gonna have fun with whatever we're talking about.
It is a lot of fun, and that's what I was hoping for. It
is fun.
It's I think the biggest thing about a show about food, whether it's like history of food, as we were talking about with the chopped cheese sandwich, or whether it was talking about debates like we were talking about what's the most versatile food and everything else. It's that the concept is so open-ended, so it creates a lot of great conversation. That's why I really think this has been such a great success so far. Yeah. Phil adds, actually team gluten-free pasta. I have not tried that. I've done the gluten-free bread. I did that a couple weeks ago. It's pretty good.
I'm a fan of the gluten-free pizza crust and the gluten-free pasta. I'm not gluten-free or anything. I just do enjoy the way they taste.
Yeah. I can vouch for the gluten-free baked goods. Like, I had a gluten-free chocolate cake, and I liked that a lot. It was like just a more dense cake. It's really good.
There is a wonderful bakery around here that's gluten-free. That does everything from like donuts to cupcakes to like you can get like wedding cakes and stuff from them. That's really, really good, and there's almost no taste difference. I don't know how they do it, but it's quite delicious.
Yeah. Jade adds, ever tried cauliflower pizza crust?
I have. That is the I'm a bachelor, so I do partake in the frozen food meals quite a bit, especially when I'm modding. And that's the pizza that I get. I get the cauliflower pizza with the cauliflower crust, and I quite like that. I actually think for a frozen pizza sometimes comes out better than the traditional frozen pizza.
It's an interesting taste for sure. I'm all about it. I think that's a really good call. Jade loves it. Phil says, Jade, I love that with the cauliflower pizza crust. So Phil and Jade, big fans as well. And not like
yeah, it's different. I like it. That's what I eat my frozen pizza. My normal pizza, there's a pizza place around here that I go to. But it's New Jersey once again. They're on every corner. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you want the pinnacle of pizza, you're already there. You don't have to do much work to get to one. So it's pretty good. We're gonna wait for Aaron to unlark before we go to our food fight official topic of the evening. This was a good one. This was just as good as what I have to present to you. But that was a great call. So we'll do a new poll. Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I come prepared for your show, Jay. I'm bringing it 100% when I'm coming on. When I'm on the sandwich show, I am here to play.
I love it. Now you brought it today for sure.
I gotta give you good content.
You've been crushing it. I mean, you're batting like 1,000 in this episode tonight for sure.
And I try.
Love it.
I think some people think that like I'll say things in chat or something like that, and a lot of times I'm just trying to give the content creator something good to do.
Yeah.
Even if they ban me, sometimes that's still good content too.
They ban you sometimes? That's funny.
So, were you there in Missy's stream when Brian, Pick It Up, Put It Down, also known as Big PP over there?
Oh, Big PP, yeah, I remember him. I know him.
He was actually at Missy's apartment, right? I don't know if you saw that.
What? No, I wasn't on the stream. I wasn't on the stream then.
Yeah,
he was in the building? Really?
Yeah, he was in Missy's apartment.
Okay.
He came down for a wedding.
Okay.
A family wedding, and Missy invited him over. I think they had lunch, and then they did a little mini stream with him there, and he was dressed up doing Monka steer and and everything. And I was making fun of him back and forth, and Missy was just like, that's a terrible question. It's a terrible thing, and she banned me.
Oh no!
And like as a joke, and everybody was laughing about it. And then they didn't unban me, and I'm like, oh, maybe they were really mad at me or something.
Oh man, I'm
So
sorry.
2 or 3 days later, I see she's streaming. I'm like, oh, maybe I can get a mod and like find out what went wrong. Like if I'm actually gonna be banned from this channel, like this would suck. And I go on and I'm not banned anymore. And the first thing Missy says to me is goes, oh, 52 wanted to know why you were banned. He luckily noticed that we forgot to unban you.
No, so it's supposed to unban you like right after. Just
yeah, they forgot for like 2 days.
Oh, that they do that a lot. That's funny.
Missy about it, she just goes, oops.
That's so on brand for Missy Alcazar. Oh my gosh, for that channel. Oh my gosh, so on brand.
It cracks me up. 52 won't let me forget about it either. I
have interacted with 52. 52 is a hoot. And JFT.
He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know what my favorite is too?
Oh, that's funny.
He's changed his like playing to game and everything to don't follow. This is a scam because people like to shout him out in the streams. So it's hilarious. If you like, even if you do it now, like you shout out 52, it'll be like, don't follow. This is a scam. Go follow somebody who actually streams.
I think I saw that. That is funny. It's like a sarcastic, like, oh, don't follow him. This is a scam.
I love that he did that. And I forget. Somebody, I think it might be Pine Branch, also has like a what is it? Maple Syrup 52 as an account that they troll him with.
Oh, troll accounts are the best.
Yeah, I love how he takes it in stride. He's such a nice guy.
That's cool. I like that. That's really cool that he's being a good sport about it.
That's how I got banned in Missy's and almost didn't get unbanned.
And the best thing about it is that now you've got notoriety now. You can be like, I've been banned on Missy's channel. Ooh, look at me.
Sometimes I do that. I've been timed out and banned and probably at this point 10 to 12 channels. mostly it's jokes.
Yeah.
But Missy's and I forget what channel it was in. It might have been Sarah Cameron's or somebody like that. I was in there and all of a sudden I got banned. I didn't know why, and one of the moderators had done it on accident and couldn't figure out how to unban me for like 10 minutes or something like that. The streamer had to unban me.
Oh, that's funny. You know what?
It was like the first time modding, and like they hit a button, they were like, "Oh no, what happened?"
Oh, dude. Oh my goodness, that's tough. It happens, I guess. I mean, because when you're playing around with that ban command, and then the chat's got like all kinds of messages flying through there.
Yeah.
How do you even assess that? You know?
It's tough. I've gotten the wrong person. I've also deleted the wrong person's message.
Ooh, that. I mean, look, I understand. I mean, it's an honest mistake, right? So yeah, that's okay. Let's catch up on chat really quickly. Jade says they are loving that story. Oh my God! Thank goodness someone reminded them as far as back your Missy story, and Jade also says that is a hilarious shout out message as far as 52's don't follow him shout out, and Phil is agreeing.
It's great.
So funny. God, should we just stay on here until we get the 2 followers? How long would we be on here?
I say we just keep going at this point.
Let's go.
It is the bottom of the hour, so I think we do the food fight.
All right, Aaron, last call for you. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. She can hear us. We're gonna do the food. Okay, let's begin. Oh, I got.
Are we still waiting for Aaron to get back?
That was the plan. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought she was back.
I don't think she's back yet. She just went to lurk. She re-lurked.
I didn't see the spam, so I should have realized.
No worries. So let's recap what we've talked about so far. We have talked about the chopped cheese sandwich, which started about 2014 in the city of New York and East Harlem specifically, and it looks a little bit something like this. If I can find it. Okay.
You know what? You're just trying to make me hungry, aren't you?
It's like the Pavlov bell. Like, it just started and everyone starts salivating. Look how good that is. So that is a chopped cheese sandwich. So basically, it's a cross between a Philadelphia cheesesteak and a hamburger. And so the amalgamation of both of those makes the chopped cheese sandwich. Looks pretty good. So there you are. And Jade adds, once you raid someone, you might get the final 2 followers off stream.
This is true.
That's true.
That'll be our last
That's a
backup.
great point.
Yeah.
Hilariously, that is what happened on Tuesday, or Wednesday. Was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday last week. Yeah, because that's a really good point, Jade. Because remember when we raided? Jade was with us. When we raided the Brookstone Bards, and Pete and Special K and Timmy were so thrilled about it, and Gilbert too, that they just were asking everyone to follow my channel, and they did. It was amazing. I was like, I got like a dozen followers in just like 10 seconds. It was so cool. Because I know a lot of them. I think the Bards are just great people. It's just fun. Like, they're a good family, and I owe them so much for just like the inspiration for like some of what they do. It's like part of what I do. It was so cool. Like, that was just one of the best moments so far of the show. I wish you were there for it. Maybe were you streaming at the time? Maybe.
I think I was.
Oh, dang it!
Tuesday night is my normal stream night, so
okay.
I know I missed one of your streams. I was kind of bummed about it, but I think I streamed through the whole thing pretty much.
I owe you a raid. I've raided you before, though. I think it was.
You've raided me.
I think it was one of the weeks.
I owe you a raid, Davy.
You owe me a raid? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. That'd be cute. I've never had a raid here yet. That's the only thing that's left. Like, I've done the raid. I've been followed. I'm close to hitting the affiliate number. I have not been rated, and I'm curious what I'm going to do when I get rated. I'm not sure. But there is a really cool raid graphic that you'll see once we do get rated. So that alone is worth the price of admission.
All right. Aaron is back with the sandwich.
Oh, okay. Aaron's back. Oh, great. So without further ado. Oh, no, there's no raid yet. They haven't raided yet. No one's raided us. We're not rating anybody yet. We first need to assess something very important, and that is, make sure I get this. Okay.
Yeah.
First, let's first figure out the food fight. All right. So it's time for a food fight, everybody. Let's get the matchup. This week, our food fight matchup. In the red corner, it is the regular fries. And in the blue corner, it is the sweet potato fries. And Swimmy, we have to decide between them.
You let me go on and on about fries earlier, and you had this in your back pocket. I'm all mad. I will say, I know I'm probably out in left field here, but I highly prefer sweet potatoes. Regular potatoes, so the sweet potato fries are my pick.
Oh, okay. So we're going to start the poll then. The poll
However,
is...
with the caveat that in the event that the regular fries become crab fries, I'd have to go with the crab fries over the sweet potato fries.
Oh, crab fries are awesome. Yeah. So here's the poll. You get to vote. You get to vote for fries or sweet potato fries. And fire in your vote.
I'm going to go with the sweet potato fries.
Chase, Davy, how could you? Why must you make us choose between 2 fries? That's tough. And Aaron says, I had a fight with my coffee machine.
That's the fun of the food fight. That is the fun of this. I will say, it also depends what you're drinking with it. Now, like, you have like a great like Blue Moon or like a citrus, beer, or even a cherry wheat. You got to go sweet potato fries. But you got like a heavy lager or a Guinness, you got to go the regular fries.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to balance it out.
It's a tough one. Let's just show you the photos again. Regular fries on the left, sweet potato on the right. The hell of a...
Or like, you got like a traditional soda. I'm like regular fries is,
Well,
they're fries with the Old Bay seasoning essentially.
Yeah. I think with a soda and a burger, you could go either way. Because I think a burger meal could be really good with sweet potato. So, and then Phil was asking what are crab fries, but I think you broke that down. It's basically like a bed of fries with Is it like
Mm,
shredded
poutine.
crab, pulled crab, just crab meat, right? Over it.
It can.
Yeah, okay.
It can. But Chickies and Pete's, like their crab fries are just
Yeah,
the Old Bay crab seasoning.
right on.
Um,
Jade says I'm going rogue. I strongly prefer curly fries, which would be under regular fries. So that's hers. Jade's
yeah,
vote
yeah.
is correct. Oh, we got a dead heat. Regular and sweet potato are 50-50. We need a
Mm.
tiebreaker.
Yeah, like mm.
Oh, you can't have crab fries, Aaron. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry. Aaron says crab is seafood. I am allergic to most
Yeah, yeah,
seafood.
but she could have the seasoned ones.
Yeah,
I assume she's not allergic to Old Bay,
yeah. So like
which is
without the
like
crab, basically.
paprika.
Yeah,
I think there's
yeah.
others that kind of
Jade.
crap in it.
Yeah. Right on. Right on, right on. I mean, there's still a lot of good fries out there.
No, my mom's allergic to most seafood too. Doesn't stop her from eating it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I agree with Jade. Huh? Seafood allergies are such a
It's
shame. That's a
benefit on the
bummer.
house.
Yeah.
You tell me not to.
Yeah.
It's not working out so far.
Oh no, no, no. There's plenty of other good foods out there too. So Jade's on top of the regular fries. John votes regular fries. And let's see. Oh, Jade says I have to choose regular fries because poutine. Ooh yeah, poutine. Poutine.
Poutine is delicious.
So good.
It's true. You really wouldn't want sweet potato poutine. Probably
Ooh.
not be as good.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
also, the regular fries may be more versatile, just because of you got that starchy potato. You can do a lot with it. You can do on the fries. You could also do like the disco fries, brown gravy. You can do a lot. There's a lot you can do with the regular fries. You got the Old Bay seasoning. You got salt, pepper. You can do a Italian seasoning on the fries.
Mm-hmm. I just threw in the vote.
Maybe I'm talking myself into regular fries. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, love this. Phil says disco fries sound fun. Disco fries.
Yeah, yeah. Is that a New Jersey thing too?
I wonder. Tell us a little bit more about the disco fries, you guys. Like Phil and Swimmy.
Yeah, yeah. Have you never had the disco fries?
Yeah, I will look it up. We'll put it on screen. Aaron says potatoes are very versatile. 100%.
So it's kind of like poutine, but typically instead of cheese curds is regular cheese, and it's kind of like the same idea, but it's gravy and cheese on top of the fries. And there's different versions of it. Some have bacon, some will have different seasoning. But definitely give that a Google search, and maybe if we can get a picture of what they look like on screen.
Okay, let's get on those disco fries. Hold on a second, everybody.
I think people who've never seen them will instantly want to take a bite when they see it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, one second. Let's close the poll. We're about to run this out.
All places, but
and the winner is ding 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 ding. It is the regular fries. Congratulations on the left-hand side. Well done, everybody.
Yeah, you got the nachos, the chili cheese, yeah. All of these things are not necessarily something you'd want to do with the sweet potato fries.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's very true.
But you know what? I still love a good sweet potato fry. Little Blue Moon.
Well, and then you have it with like the ranch dressing, That would be really good.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of ranch dressing.
So disco fries are basically poutine then, because I'm looking at it here. They seem very similar.
Very, very similar, but I believe poutine is traditionally cheese curds, right?
Correct. It's cheese curds. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of times, when I get it here, it's either like a cheddar cheese, or sometimes it's American cheese. You hardly. I have seen it with cheese curds around here, but it's very, very rare.
Yeah. So this is basically just, instead of using the curds, you're just using straight up cheese. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and usually brown gravy.
Yeah. Oh, Jade says also garlic fries. Yeah, you can't even do garlic fries. That would make no sense. Imagine garlic fries with sweet potato fries. It'd be nuts.
Yeah, John, it's been a fry heavy stream.
Yeah. Oh, girl.
And
Everybody's.
and regular fries you can get in a holster
Oh yeah, we should
container.
catch everybody up on that. That's true.
You know,
Where's the where's
that's
the
the way
whole?
to go.
I think I lost it. Let me go. Let me go look it up. Roy
Oh no.
Rogers. You're gonna love this, John. Look at the holster fries here. Hold on, I'm gonna cue it up right now. There they are. Didn't that look cool?
Yeah.
Good stuff. So,
No, Aaron, I'm gonna stick with my original sweet potato
yeah,
fry.
it sounded like you're going waffling on your opinion here.
But I have kind of talked myself out of it.
Okay. Well,
I will say poutine is one of my favorite fries
I,
related food. It probably is my favorite.
I think I would lean poutine over the disco because I really like the mildness of the curd and also the texture of it because they're like cubes and I
Oh
think.
yeah, exactly. That's what it's about.
Mhm.
Um,
So,
we have the cheese balls here that are made with the cheese curds that are very popular.
so I'm gonna show you some of my favorite garlic fries. In fact, James is going to be very familiar with these because these are the garlic fries that whenever you go
That's
to.
kind of how I'm feeling about it. But you know, if I'm at a restaurant, I'm probably gonna get the sweet potato fries. If it's just like a fries on the side.
Let's catch up on comments before I get to this garlic fries. Somi's opinion, Jade says, Somi's opinion is valid since sweet potato fries are good on their own compared to regular fries on their own. Yeah, it's valid. I think so too. But I
You know,
do.
I prefer the baked sweet potato to like the baked potato too. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I mean,
oh yeah, John.
The-
I could see that if because they're not very popular outside of like New York, New
Yeah.
Jersey, Philadelphia. I don't think. Matter of fact, I think for a while they only had a couple of restaurants left.
oh, really? Yeah, I figured they were dying down. So,
Yeah, they were, but they've been last 4 or 5 years. They've made a huge resurgence. I think they've opened up like 60 or 100 stores or something like that.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna kind of show this version of it to you. So we just showed you disco fries. Now we will now show you the poutine, and it looks like this. Give me a second here. There we go.
Mm.
Now you'll see that as we were talking about the curds kind of have more of a cube texture and they're brighter, so it looks like there are marshmallows in the fries if you just look at the picture, but they are just cheese curds. Yeah, I like them both. They're both pretty good. Let's see. Aaron says,
The texture is just so good on them.
"Oh yeah, I do love that texture." So now Aaron says, "I can't say I prefer poutine as I've never had it, but I have had disco." Oh, I think you just said that. Okay, so now let me show you garlic fries. These are the garlic fries at Oracle Park in San Francisco, where you
Ooh.
go, where you watch the when you go to the Giants baseball game.
Look at that. That is
These,
that's some thick. You almost got like the home fried style there. And look at it. There's like hunks of garlic.
Yeah, they make the garlic chunks so big and thick, and they're very coarse. I love it. They really give you your money's worth of the garlic. Doesn't that look great?
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah. So if you ever need another reason to go to San Francisco, Swimmy, check out the fries there because they are really good.
I really want to visit both Northern California and Southern California at some point.
Look at this. You know what would be fun? You could be doing your own Twitch tour. You're gonna go to Jade's place and then do a collab with Jade, and then come down here and do a collab with me.
I've talked about it, so hopefully in the future I will be able to do some of that.
That'd be cool.
I've talked extensively with a lot of the streamers and up around Toronto. So
Oh, nice. Yeah.
at some point we'll get something like that together.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know several of them also want to do that. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll have something at some point. But,
Okay.
There's quite a few of them from that area. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get something going one day.
100%. That's pretty awesome. So Aaron Jade says, "Yeah, some of them are good-looking garlic fries. They are. And Aaron says, I really want garlic fries specifically now. Yeah, these are awesome fries. Awesome fries. Really quickly from John. Once I left New York, the only time I'd run into a Roy Rogers would be on the interstates north of Maryland up until New York. Was weird having a place that sold fried chicken as well as burgers, roast beef, etc.
Yeah, that's a little strange,
Yep.
but I will say their chicken is delicious.
I never tried that. Well, I've never been to Roy Rogers, so I guess I have no feel.
Their hamburgers are pretty decent, but
So would you say you prefer the chicken more than the burgers?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
So everybody, why don't we go ahead and take a few more questions? We'll take it to the top unless we get some more influx of activity. So we'll close this poll, and the winner once again. Oh no, I think we already established that. I just didn't close the poll. So regular fries is the winner with 66.7%, 66.666666% of the votes. Well done. And yeah, Jade, I agree. Roy Rogers does sound like a very interesting restaurant. So, do they have good root beer? I just had this feeling they had good root beer. What's your feel on the root beer? Average.
I mean, yeah, it's average.
Okay, so no real.
Stewart's root beer is where it's at.
Yeah. Oh, and Phil was saying those folks aren't messing around. Yeah, no doubt. So many good fries. Like we had such. This started as a sandwich. This started as a cheese sandwich episode, and it really did turn into a fries episode by the end of it. So it was really, really quite interesting, quite fun to get into all these fries.
Yeah. I mean, we got through pizza and pasta as well. We really covered all the bases here.
Oh, definitely, many bases covered. So let's get in a few more questions. So that to do so, just write exclamation point question followed by a question itself. Oh, interesting. Haas Caddy. I really have to be in the mood for root beer, but every now and then, it's nice to have one. Yeah. I feel that. I mean, I don't have it every single time either. It is an interesting. There are times where I really am in the mood for it. I mean, I think an easy low-hanging fruit situation for root beer would be like when you have ice cream. It's good for that. But yeah, it's not always going to hit me.
I worked at a summer camp, and we used to get a local place, beverage distributor used to have root beer keg.
Oh wow!
Where it was all carbonated in the keg, and that was some delicious root beer, like fresh made root beer. When it's 100 degrees outside and you've out in the woods and all you have is
freshly brewed root
that's
beer.
The only soda sweet thing you have. It's pretty delicious.
I have had root beer like that, like where it's just off the tap, right? Off a keg. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I like it too. Some comments on root beer. Let's see. Well, first Aaron says it's an all the food stream. Very much so. Very much.
Yeah, so. that could be true about root beer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Phil Villo. The first time I had root beer, I thought something had gone horribly wrong. It's an odd taste. Yeah, it is odd. It is odd. If you take it out of context, it is very odd, actually. Yeah. So.
What I had for the first time in a long time the other day was also ginger ale. That's another one that if you're not prepared for it, it's like a weird flavor at first.
Oh yeah, it's almost like you drank a Coke and it got really stale. Like if you just tasted it for the first time. It's like, man, this is really watered down Coke. That's usually what my first thought of what ginger ale is.
Yeah, I do too. When I was little, we didn't really drink soda at all, like ever. But when we were sick, my mom sometimes would get us ginger ale. So it was always like, ooh, a treat, we get ginger ale. So I do nostalgically really love me some ginger ale.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see. Aaron really likes ginger ale. I like ginger ale too. I just think that the first time you have it, it's a little unusual, but I do like it. It is very refreshing, and I think the thing about ginger ale that's good is that the sugar content isn't as much in your face as it would be with, say, orange soda. Like, it's not as like, wow, it doesn't just hit you right all at once. And Phil adds, ginger ale was my go-to for an in-flight beverage. Yeah. It's a good in-flight beverage, you know?
Orange and grape soda are both two that are very, very strong.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't... Oh, grape soda. Okay. Grape soda's tough to find. So when you can nab onto a grape soda, you latch onto it when you can, because it's hard. Very few places do it, at least here. I mean, Shake Shack has grape soda, though, which is one of the striking things I remember about going to a Shake Shack is that they had grape soda. Like, very few places do. So grape soda is a good call. Yeah, I like that. And I like orange soda. I'm a big fan. Let's see. Jade Tile. I don't drink carbonated drinks in general, but the first and only time I tasted root beer was when I was at science camp, and we did an experiment to make our own root beer, and it probably was not very good quality.
Could be either way there.
Yeah.
I had a make your own for a while. I had all the ingredients to make your own, and that always tasted delicious.
Mm-hmm.
But I always followed direct off the bottle. So
right on. Aaron, I had a grape soda addiction for a few months when I was like 6-ish. Good times. And I didn't want to drink anything else. That's a fun addiction.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
Fun when you have those things like a little kid and you look back and you're like, that was weird, but also funny.
It's definitely really cool. Right? Like that's a very unique addiction to have, like an obsession with a grape soda. Yeah,
addictions and sandwiches.
Yeah.
When I was in the second grade, I refused to eat anything in my school lunch other than a bologna sandwich for the entire year. So
really?
The entire year, every day, every Monday through Friday, I had a bologna sandwich in my lunchbox that my mom made every day.
Oh, because she made it. But did you ask for it every time, or was it just?
Oh yeah. No, I would refuse to eat. Like, I would throw a hissy fit if anything else was made. Like, she tried to make peanut butter and jelly one time. I was like, no.
That is so interesting.
And my mom finds like she just gave in. Like, I had bologna sandwich every day.
That's awesome. So let's see. Now, Aaron, here's an interesting side note, or here's an interesting follow-up. Aaron says, I've probably only had it twice since then. So that is even more interesting. So she was on it for like a few months, and then she barely touches it now. Wow.
Ooh, I love chicken salad, though.
Yeah.
Chicken salad is so good.
We had one kid in my first grade class who only ate chicken salad for lunch, and it smelled so bad. That does sound great, though, chicken salad, yeah?
I grew up on a chicken farm, so, chicken salad is right in my wheelhouse.
Word up. Yeah. Yeah, but chicken salad can go bad. It can be a bad smell if you leave it out. So that's to Aaron's point.
Imagine it in school lunch, unless he had a very good lunchbox that kept it cold.
Yeah.
By the time it got, it probably had a bit of a smell.
Oh, yeah. There's no... You're right.
It's like that one kid that brings tuna salad all the time.
Yeah, but when it's been sitting in a hot chubby for a few hours, it was awful.
Ooh, a hot chubby.
Hot chubby.
I think she meant cubby.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I hope
right.
they weren't putting their lunch in the back kid,
I gotcha. Yeah, she meant cubby.
Like the class bunny is named Chubby, and just throw all their sandwiches in, and whichever one he doesn't eat.
Oh, that would not smell good at all. No, for sure. But yeah, no, it definitely would. Yeah.
I mean, Aaron, it could be worse. You could have put hot hubby, hot tubby. So Tubby's not bad.
Tubby's all right. J Tile, did have that thing where I ate the same breakfast bagel and salad for breakfast and lunch every single day for a full year too, and I still crave it. Good times. So breakfast bagel and salad for breakfast and lunch. Oh, it's like the salad would be for lunch. Okay, pretty cool. Aaron says we had a class fish, my gubby. We had a what?
Guppy?
And that's not a typo. Its name was My Gubby. Oh, the class fish is named My Gubby. Oh, okay. My Gubby.
Yeah. That's interesting, my gubby.
Yeah, my gubby, my gubby.
This is why you shouldn't let 6-year-olds come up with names.
My gubby. That's a fun name though. It's a little silly, fun name.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I was in
So.
preschool. We had like a pet. I think it was a guinea pig or hamster or something like that, and
Mm-hmm,
like a student had to take it home every week.
mm-hmm.
The problem is my last name starts with a Z, so I was the last one to take Sid.
Oh, that's a
That
bummer.
hamster was very old. Said hamster
Oh.
did not make it through the weekend.
Oh, so sad.
So yeah, I was
Aw.
brought back the dead hamster on Monday.
Aw, poor little
You know
hamster.
that was great.
Poor little Swimmy, too.
And instead of getting in like a new one and just being
Aw,
like, oh, this is the new one or like something like that,
that's
the
sad.
teacher was just like, oh yeah, no, it died.
Oh, man.
And like everybody was staring at me,
Oh,
like
it's not your
little
fault.
5-year-olds who are all like, don't understand anything about the world who are now mad at me. That was great.
Oh, man. Were you
Yeah,
devastated when you found out it died?
not really because I didn't really have any connection to it,
Oh,
but I
okay.
was like, I was more worried about like
Oh,
even a 5-year-old, like what everybody else was gonna think.
oh yeah,
Um,
for sure. Oh, my gosh, those poor
it
little
was one of those
kids.
things where it was like he was running around fine, and then we woke up the next morning and he was stiff. You know,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So it was not a great experience. But I had also just had a couple of my own personal hamsters who had also met interesting ends. One had met the dog, and the other, my mom was trying to catch, and it had run behind the dresser, and she went to move the dresser back and forth, and it came out flat, which is
Man.
it makes me giggle now, but when I was 4, there was tears, and it
Yeah.
was it was not a good scene.
Oh, those poor kids, too. Aaron says that's why we had a class fish and got to bring home stuffed animals for the weekend. I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, what can I say? It was the early '90s. The teachers were not that smart yet.
And Aaron adds, well, Phil says, Aaron, that is the way to go. And then Aaron concludes with, I had guinea pigs in middle school, and my 11-pound beagle was terrified of them. 11-pound beagle was terrified of them.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Okay.
Yeah, but not a guinea pig. We found it in the backyard. Like somebody just let it go and ended up in our backyard. My brother kept that thing for like 3 years.
It's pretty cool. We're having some great comments. So I'm just going to close the queue for the random questions tonight. So we'll do that. Let's see if I can.
Class parakeet and a class snake. Those are some interesting pets.
Yeah. Class parakeet, eh, Jade?
I bring animals home.
Oh, class parakeet and class snake.
Yeah, I would hope they.
Yeah, I can
go
see
to
that.
use that.
I can see that for sure. I can see that for sure. And by the way, thank you everybody for asking questions tonight. Really appreciate your input. The comments have been just as good too. I've enjoyed all your anecdotes, especially about pet animals and school pets.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
I have not thought about me bringing that hamster home for like probably a good solid 20 years.
Wow. Looks like
You
look
know,
at the memories we jog
it
on.
was so
Instagram.
traumatic at the time. I think I blocked it out.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Aaron, we had 3 guinea pigs, but sadly one dies a week after we got it because it wasn't in the best health when we got it. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's a bummer.
yeah, they're such interesting little animals. The guinea pigs. They're quite unique.
Yeah.
The only thing is they really do have some short lifespans, and it's kind
Yeah.
of sad sometimes. Like when you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I really like that thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, pet. I don't remember anything about class pets when I was in school. For whatever reason, I just never. I don't know.
Yeah, only in that preschool that we had any sort of class pet.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we hatched chicks when I was like in first grade or something like that, but
Mhm.
they didn't really stay in the school or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you there.
4 years. That's a long
So
time.
that's a good run, I think. Yeah. Aaron, 4 years for a guinea pig is cool. Well, pretty good. You took good care of it. That's awesome. It's super cool. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're ready to wrap things up. Swimmy, thank you.
Yeah, no, we went 3 hours just like that. So
Yeah,
you know,
that was
good
really
time. Thank you so much for having me on again, Davey. I
100%.
appreciate it.
Glad to
And
do it.
I apologize to everybody that Laura is not here, but we do wish her the best, and I'm sure it'll be even better when she gets on. So
Yeah, I agree. Sending our best wishes for her for Laura Wiley to get well as soon as possible. We definitely. Oh, thank you, Haas, and thank you guys. So, it's okay, Aaron. No worries. I mean, it was a touching story too.
it's very touching.
Yeah, but Aaron,
That's gets you in the feels.
yeah, definitely all the feels. Can I do that emote on here? Oh, thank you so much, Aaron. Another great stream, Davey, John, and Georgia. Great chatting with all of you. Thank you for chatting with me as well, and thank you for doing it. Swimmy, this is really nice of you to do that. I really did reach out to you fairly late in the game, and
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm glad to be on. Glad to help out whenever I can.
And you nailed it.
I love doing it. I have some ideas that I will.
Okay. As far as the weight,
we'll have to get together and do some fun stuff.
It was great to introduce the Sandwich Show to Phil and Tuba Dudes, who have joined us for the first time tonight. Really cool to see you guys here. And anyone else I missed, welcome to the program as well. If you haven't followed us already, give us a follow. And if you do, we're going to be really close to that 50. That's going to be awesome. And hopefully next week we're here with Laura Wiley on Monday. We'll see. Hopefully she feels better by then. So it's going to be really exciting once that gets
get some follows here for you on the raid.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Swimmy came through for us. Yes, Swimmy. Praise Swimmy.
No. Davey does all the work. I just show up and say silly things. And he runs with it,
Right on. I hear it.
Yeah.
Well.
I love being in chat with all of you guys. So it's great.
It's super fun.
Thank you for all the comments. And I think you got some great raid options, Davey. You know who you're doing?
Yeah, I agree. Is going to be some good targets. Let's go. I'm looking at it now. Let me just see who my follows are that I can raid if I click the button. Oh my goodness, some really good streamers. Oh, I didn't know Danny was on tonight. That's cool. Should we do that? What do you think?
Who are you looking at?
So I have Human Juke 81, Maddie Wongi, Johnny and Heidi, Fantastic Plastics. Those guys are huge. Could pick something smaller, or stick with one of them.
You can do one of those. Yeah, I have all them, and then I got Closure Club, who's great.
That's right, Closure Club too. Good times.
And Caselin's on.
Yeah.
And a later slot.
Oh, Aaron, you do more than that. She says all I do is show up and make dumb comments, and I'm told I'm still enjoyable. Oh, Aaron, you sell yourself short.
Aaron, sometimes it's all it takes.
You are delightful. It's great to have you on, and I agree with Phil.
Yeah.
And it's grateful to have you on too, Phil. I'm so glad you could join us. This is really great, and I can't wait to go back to your stream too once you get streaming again. Really great. Maddie Wonky seems good. It's kind of nice. It's a good low-key night. I think that'd be good. So I want to go with it. Oh, you know why we should do Maddie? Here's a reason. You know what happens when we go to Maddie's stream? We get the shrimp mode. So, that's true. That would be an insane shrimp mode. A Davey using his camera switch shrimp mode. That's super cool. And Jade, thank you for your support too. And Jade also agrees. Aaron, you're a lovely person. Your commentary also makes us smile. Guys, this has been so much fun. Thank you so much. We're going to have a good raid too. This is going to be great. So, thank you, guys. Stay with us. Let me give you a raid call. Hold on.
Looking forward to it.
Let's go. There's our raid. Copy the raid call. Oh, I can't wait for this. It's going to be good. So.
Look at that. It's got so many emotes in there. I can't wait till there's a little sandwich icon.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be good. All right. So we're going to calculate. Oh, he's already in shrimp mode. Well, we're going to do a double shrimp mode then. Let's do it.
Double shrimp.
Double shrimp for the prices run. Shrimp. It's going to be a shrimp night for us. Yeah. All right. Shrimp mode. Okay. All right, guys. Good night, everybody. Copy the raid call. We're going to go over to Maddie Wongi. Take care, everybody. Good times.
Okay.